Hello, everyone. Oh, I gotta turn off my Discord first. Hey, everybody, this is Matt, your chaotic and writer. Thank you very much for tuning in on a new new episode of Tales of Seglesia, and it is session 4, named Maelstrom of Sorts. It's great to see everybody here, and we have a few updates for tonight's session. There were a couple things that came up this last week. A couple of our frequent players were not able to run the game this week. However, we have a standby player, of which is joining us today. And for one reason or another, I cannot see Rashid's video. Of course, he might have to pop his video up here. I might need to actually adjust that so that we can actually see it. That's probably it. It's probably my fault. So, in the meantime, I want to share with you, chat, a new system that I have implemented for Tales of Seglesia. I keep saying Shadows because that was the previous campaign. Tales of Seglesia. You will notice that over this past week, I've implemented the following channel point options, of which are applicable to games on this stream. So feel free to review those yourself. And if at any point during this campaign you wish to trigger any one of these options, you are completely fair in doing so. And we will run the gambit. We will see what happens. I think I see his. We're going to take a moment to figure out the technical gap, but in the meantime, I'm going to undeafen. Hello, everyone. You're talking about art? Oh, well, I'm talking about technical issues. So I'm gonna solve those technical issues right now. Boom, boom. Now say something.
Ah.
Sweet, it works.
Something.
Hey, Matt.
What's up?
When you get the chance, keep in mind on the overlay. You probably already know this, but you're gonna have to resize it.
I know. I know. That's what I'm staring right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What, I could just do it like.
That's what I was like. I figured you probably knew already. Play Rashid's theme song. How's it going, everybody? Everybody in chat, and also everybody in the Discord chat right now.
Hey, everybody. Hey, I'm doing fine. Very good.
There you are. You're right there. I'm doing great. How's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good.
Pretty good.
The wheels on the bus are going round and round. Really?
All right. So, as per usual, I have a question to ask everybody. So for our 5 players, of course, to introduce them properly, we have Sensei Suplex playing Rashid. We have Dr. Squigums/Squigs playing as Winveer. We have Phoenix V playing as Orgoth. We have Ambrose playing as Zug, also sporting a brand new microphone.
Yes, it's me.
Oh, is this the HyperX?
Yes.
Dope.
And then last but not least, we have a standby player that is to say we have a standby character being played by N Super Tired, who is named Henry.
Hello.
So, as per usual, there is a question that I wish to pose to each of you, and it's going to be significantly better than my last question, I promise.
The last question was amazing. What are you talking about?
It was great. Well, at least somebody liked it. Hey,
I thought it was funny.
I judge myself. That is. Anyways, let's not worry about it. Listen, hey, it is National Dessert Day today. And so my question for you is, I'm going to assume ice cream is amongst your favorite desserts. I want to ask you if you could imagine your character's favorite ice cream flavor. What would that flavor be?
I gotta look up some ice cream flavors. I don't know too much. This is something.
Answer is blood. Now that's canon.
This does extend to chat as well. So anybody in chat wants to express their favorite ice cream flavor, we are free to observe. There are many different flavors.
I mean, while I'm looking up Rashid's one, I can tell you my actual favorite ice cream flavor because I'm a basic bitch. I like some cookies and cream or that Oreo ice cream.
Yeah. I feel you, Sensei. That's the good stuff.
Right.
But
oh man. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, go ahead. Go Squigums.
I was gonna say. I think I already know Winbeer's. You would prefer
Oh,
a
God.
nice light vanilla ganache with the chocolate shavings on top of it, as well as a nice assorted biscuit on the side.
Why not some truffles, Mello?
That sounds rather elegant. Sounds too elegant for my tasting.
Caramel truffle sauce on top of the vanilla ganache.
Hey, Phoenix.
For some reason. Okay.
Hey, what's your ice cream? What's your ice cream flavor?
My ice cream flavor would probably be chocolate. I'm pretty basic.
Okay.
With ice cream.
All right. Hey, Ambrose, what's yours? We may as well talk about players instead of characters.
Mine personally or Zug's?
Both. Either.
Okay, so Zug's is blood, and mine is, bruh. I don't know how to say it in English, but we call it over here flocos. It's pretty much vanilla with chocolate shavings on top. It's fire. It's really good. Shout out to Flocos.
Flockles.
Yeah, Flocos.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look up what flockles are after the stream. That sound. I don't. Hold on a second. I may as well just look them up right now.
I'm gonna type it out. I'm gonna type it out in the chat.
Let's see.
Oh, and
Flex,
the
Flex,
favorite
Freckles.
flavor of Orgoth would be sacrifice.
Get out. Hey, it's all good. Any flavor you want. But listen, hey, let's celebrate ourselves. Some national ice, a little bit of national dessert day today, as we transition into tonight's game. Everybody ready for play? Anybody got questions, concerns, compliments?
Rashid didn't get to say his favorite ice cream.
Oh yeah.
You okay? Yes. You said what your favorite ice cream personally was, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as a joke, I think because he embodies the sin of greed, I just Googled it and there's some 24 karat gold ice cream. So I think Rashid's fucking with that thing over there as a joke. But honestly, is probably his favorite ice cream. Probably be like, I don't know, strawberry and chocolate, or like actual strawberry on top.
Gotcha.
Or something. Like it's extra like that.
That's pretty damn good. So if y'all want to know what your DM's favorite ice cream flavors are, I mean, all of them are great. But I'm when I was a kid, I was a total brat for Rocky Road and Bear Tracks. And then Bear Tracks is basically like you got those little chocolate candies with like caramel or peanut butter in the middle, mixed in with like vanilla ice cream. It was good. It was good stuff. And then you had like shavings of fudge in there. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So on today's stream, today's Dungeons and Dragons session, as a quick recap, we had experienced a montage, a skill challenge of might and capability. The session initially had begun with a note sent to the party beckoning them to Roxy Righteous's hut. In that process, y'all were able to do a little bit of exploring. Rashid was able to get their prolific weapon, and then you were able to embark to the hut. There, Roxy Righteous did a formal introduction of themselves, provided you an offer of agency. Posing initially and dominantly to, at least in the capacity of arena battle career to Zug, but had offered to you as a broader party that you had a lot of spunk, you had a lot of promise, and that if you were to venture together, if you were to stay together, then they would do what they could within their power to spread your name, get you opportunities that would further your careers as adventurers. This was a puzzling offer. It was a confusing offer. However, it was a compelling offer with a bit of a magical presentation. And of course, with the offer for you to stretch your particular what am I trying to say? With the offer for you to basically run the gambit of many different challenges of many different stats. You had all helped Zug in gaining a following for this particular event. And in the process, you had also prevented bad things from happening in that process. And so you presently have a number of people who have heard the name Zug, who are intensely interested in attending the arena, and will definitely be present cheering Zug on as they participate in the free tournament. However, before the free tournament begins, there is an event that comes before. And so, soon after you spend that last moment of your time in the grub court, you receive another message from Roxy Righteous, basically asking you to come to the treasure market. I will pretty much fast forward you to the treasure market as you all stop for a bit of ice cream. Because National Dessert Day, why not?
Oh yeah, baby.
So whatever ice cream flavor that y'all answered, that is the ice cream flavor that you will basically be ordering for your character.
I imagine the orcs just fucking literally went over, killed somebody, and used their blood for the ice cream.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's canon. Thank you.
Sounds about right.
All right. And so just as you are standing around and taking individual licks of your ice cream, I want you to, explore the stage a little bit. Hey, one by one, if you could, please share with me how you eat your ice cream. Nobody wants to go. I will choose. Hey,
go.
Orga.
I always wait for people, but I got it. And Rashid probably eating his ice cream, just sort of pretty much licking the sides of it. But he's a nice enough guy where he's letting his pet snake, his name is Shet, S-H-E-T, but it's supposed to sound like the other thing. He's letting his pet snake Shet pretty much also take a couple of bites out of his ice cream as well.
Gotcha.
Zug just opens his mouth and shoves the ice cream in it, and just chews whatever is in there.
Winveer would be, of course, taking out a proper spoon, eating it from a cup, and just enjoying the flavor of the ganache.
Gotcha.
Orgoff will just go in one bite and then hold his forehead because of the brain freeze.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
No, really, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, Orgoth. You got this.
You got this. First roll today, baby. Let's go.
These are where the 20s come out.
9.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is it not working? How's your foundry? By the way, we have
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that.
we have Narth providing Zug a +1 token.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. I will use it very wisely. Probably not.
Okay,
Hang on,
okay.
Probably need to reload the foundry.
That's
just
okay.
In case.
We'll save that. It'll be a delayed Constitution saving throw. As you are enjoying your ice cream, of course, Roxy steps up and says, "Well, all right. I heard all the stuff that you accomplished, and you got quite a following today. I got to tell you, we got a bright future ahead of us. I can feel it in my brain. This group, this group right here, is gonna make big waves." So,
Zug wanna fight.
the fight's gonna happen within the next hour, but I gotta prepare you for what's gonna happen next, my cubs. I gotta prepare you. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Zug is the arena star, but he's just the arena star. He out there in the wild as chancers, as fixers, as sword and sorcery big names. Every one of you matters. And I'm here for all of it, my duders. Big waves are coming, and you're all gonna shoot the crest and carve out some white water. Get what I'm saying?
Zug don't understand what you're saying.
On these analogies, I kind of follow, but not really.
Roxy,
Oh, there we go. Now foundry's working for me.
Roxy just laughs, and then she says, "Just hang Ted, my cubs. Roxy Righteous has got you, baby. Just remember, surfing is life. Rest is details. Let's work the deets we got and make the best out of the sweet, tasty goodness life throws our way." And she starts licking her cone.
Oh yeah, I just remembered something. Roxy, you did that whole spiel about, traveling this entire affair and whatnot, and, training Zug and everything. But when you showed us that little presentation of yours, you saw like crazy sort of lights and buildings. Where'd you sort of come up with that thing, that idea?
She looks over to you, and she says, "Oh, you mean you mean all of the stuff in the background?"
Yes, exactly that stuff,
Yeah, where's the glasses?
Oh, I don't eat ice cream with my glasses on, hun.
Okay.
I like the colors. I like the bits that are in the ice cream. I treasure the little things in life. As soon as I'm done licking up this cone, the sunglasses are back on.
Fair enough. But is she avoiding the question? Does Rashid ask? Is she avoiding it?
She is sort of avoiding the question. For at least for the moment.
Okay.
At this precise moment, you hear a skitter to the south of you. This is a familiar skitter. Of course, it puts you on edge. It is, you see a single rat. However, in noticing this single rat, you also hear a growl coming from Ray's pack. And pretty much immediately, our resident Kidders jumps out of Ray's pack and begins chasing after the rat, going back and forth and then darting off to the south. And Ray is all of a sudden like, "Oh, god damn it. I'll be back, everyone."
Yeah. Stay safe. Be careful.
King ends up shrugging and says, "I should probably go help her out."
Yeah. Farewell, young warrior.
Bye, small mans with big sword.
Oh, also question. Hey Matt,
What's up?
after all this sort of resting throughout the past couple of times, have we gotten at least a short rest yet?
Just hold on. Just hold on a moment. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I got you, buddy.
So one thing does sort of take place, and Roxy does move over to the side here and says, hey Zug, I think will you excuse us for a moment?
What?
I said, hey, could you go over, do you stand over by Orgoth?
Oh, okay. Hello.
Sorry, just how you said hell. It hit my brain. Anyways, so Roxy walks over to you, Rashid, and says, "So, I noticed something when I was doing my presentation earlier today. Everybody else they had perplexed looks on their faces. You in particular, your mouth had dropped open. What's going on?"
Shit. I mean, it's oh wait, does he keep that secret now? It just seemed a little bit strange and not of this sort of, anything that I'd had seen before at all. Definitely a different bit of scenery, compared to the usual, how you say, farms and fields and, that sort of things.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Hey, it's once in a lifetime vision. I've never seen anything before in my life, but it's changed my entire outlook on existence, baby.
Have you been to a place like that before?
No, I mean, except when I saw it. I didn't, but no, I mean, that, yeah, I have no, dreams are so crazy. You never know what kind of things your mind is gonna think up next.
Yeah, I'm gonna insight check that.
All right, go right ahead.
Shit, god damn it. Roll high, Rashid, please. I beg of you.
Sensei suplex rolls, baby.
Back at it again. We had a week back and we're still ready and back at them. That's a 7.
Net 1s, net 2s. We got them all.
Jesus, man.
Coming back to Orgoth for just a moment, Zug, you notice that Orgoth is sort of like holding his head and groaning a little bit from from eating the ice cream too fast.
What happened to you, Redmans? Are you dead?
Out of character, I'm pretty sure he's in the bathroom.
Your character is gonna
Yeah,
run
I'm
off to the
back.
bathroom. Oh, you went to the bathroom. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. The question, basically, I just mentioned that you were holding your head because of brain freeze.
You.
Is Redman's dying? What is happening?
Oh, I don't know, but this gold thing, it's like a power of sacrifice.
Oh, I understand. Zug just ate it whole.
So as you both
We need
bond
more
over,
of these.
sorry, I need to step away and let you guys talk. I do that a lot, especially tonight. I'm just like that. Sorry, say your piece. Okay, sorry. Anyways, I'm going to go back to Roxy and Rashid. And Roxy is going to sort of like look Rashid up and down and say, you look a little out of it. You also remember, at least I thought I overheard you earlier say something like, you made a bunch of observations about, oh, you haven't known any of these people for the past hour or past couple hours.
Yes, that is quite true. But I mean, hey, you kill a couple of rats and you're the bestest of friends.
Hey.
And well, also, well,
Yeah,
nearly
I feel
dying.
that.
But
I feel that. I mean, what if y'all just met, in this greater scheme of, space and time? You pretty much all known each other for the past eternity, I bet. I mean, what's the difference between the times you have ahead and the times behind you?
something like that. I just hope that I'll be able to... I need to probably figure out how to sort of patch wounds and whatnot, or something. I kind of leave that stuff to Ray. And he'll just sort of look down kind of at the scars and shit on his body and bite marks and more. Probably need to figure out that and become a little bit more useful that way, rather than focusing on cards and whatnot, huh?
I'll second that. You look roughed up, buddy.
Yes. Well, a little bit of rest never hurt anybody, or something. Unless you got something else that could sort of help with this.
As she's about to say her next piece, what is everybody's passive perception again?
13.
13.
10.
Hey, Henry, could you roll it? I don't know how you want to do this. I don't know if you want to do it with a stealth check or how you wish to proceed, Henry / and super tired. Did I lose you?
Sorry, I'm just in public transport, so I might be a little bit. I might have a lot of background noise. So essentially, could I roll it on Discord?
Or I can roll it for you if you need.
Yes, please. Can I roll a stealth?
Sure. Let me check your. I'll do this for you. Let me check your stealth bonus, and then I will make that roll for you.
I believe it's a plus. Oh, sorry. I believe it's a +2.
Stealth +4.
I shorted myself.
Oh, absolutely.
She's invisible.
Boom, that close. Anyways, Roxy ends up saying, "Oh, don't you worry, Rashid. One of the I was gonna mention this as part of the important information that I need to share with you about tonight's events, but I may as well say this right off the bat. Before any battle takes place, whether it be an arena match or the Monster Maelstrom, the other tent in the Vagabond Arena has a bunch of different facilities, a gym, a bunch of locker rooms, and one of those things is a what do they call it? A magical hot stream. It's if you spend about 30 minutes there, it's the same as spending 8 hours of sleep.
The joys of magic, huh? That sounds like a wonderful thing. Thank you for letting me know about this.
Absolutely. That's why I'm talking with all of you an hour in advance. You need to all have at least half hour in the spring before you start.
Yeah. I should probably let my other associate in Winvere know of this. I believe they were looking a little worse for wear as well, but
let's wander back to the fray because I got to tell everybody something. But hey, if you got any more thoughts on the on the whole vision thing, just share them with me.
Rashid will stop her and then whisper something. It'll take a little bit of time if you want to go back to the other people. See what they're doing first, though.
Sure. So we got Winveer, Orgoth, and Zug.
It's Winveer is of course still enjoying his gelato. Just seeing these two finally experience ice cream for the first time, chuckling to himself. It's like, never thought I'd see the day to find gargantuan humanoids actually trying to comprehend ice cream. It's rather interesting.
Zug will scoot over to him.
Why small man eat so slow?
Because you have to savor the flavor.
Oh,
Not
back in Floaty Rock Tribe we just eat.
Yes, and yes. Well, when you come to an area like this that has stone walls, you're able to do is not just eat for the sake of eating, but enjoy the flavor of it. It's more of like I guess you can say it become more like an art form. You know, you probably have the drawings on your cave or something along there, talking about your hunt. It's
Enjoy
kinda like
it,
that.
like fighting?
Something like that.
Oh, so you fight ice cream?
No,
Zug is confused.
not everything is a fight. You know how before battles you needed to rest and get yourself motivated in a sense.
Yeah?
Think of it as like that. It's more of when you eat the ice cream, you're giving yourself a rest to enjoy it before anything else happens.
Preparing for bloodbath.
I was thinking more of doing anything else, but whatever helps you understand the concept.
Okay, so ice cream is preparing for a bloodbath. Small
No,
man's very good. Were you preparing for battle?
when you're just like it's like anybody watching, he's just pinching between his eyes, like, Why did I get myself into this? No. It's not preparing for battle, but preparing for things you have to do in the day. You don't have to fight battles constantly.
In the meantime of this conversation,
Intellectual discussion.
An intellectual discussion. Henry, as you are there, glancing at the party, what are your thoughts? You were, I would say that you were able to hear the majority of the discussion between Winveer and the other two. What are your first thoughts of this party now that you've approached?
Sorry. They would actually be standing very still. Their long, greasy hair kind of flowing in the wind very gently. And they will just, no thank you. They will just stare while eating a pistachio ice cream in a sugarcane waffle cone. Just thinking, I never really thought about ice cream like that. Mentally, but not saying anything.
Gotcha. So they don't notice you. Is this, are you still sort of very silently, staring at them? Are you going to is your intent to make yourself known, or is your intent to remain completely silent and completely...
They will look like they have disappeared into the shadows a little bit. Eyes are very unfocused, and they will just look straight ahead very quietly, head tilted sideways, no expression on their face.
Okay. Gotcha. So still in a level of concealment. So back to Roxy and Rashid. There was some sort of whisper, some sort of thing that you were exchanging.
Yeah, so Rashid will just sort of stop her and just be like, fuck it. Yeah, raise not here, and you never sort of gain anything if you don't take a risk. So I wasn't exactly the most truthful about the visions and the place that you mentioned before. I have really seen it as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if people like myself, and I'll point to his eyes, easily enough should be able to tell oculi stuff, right? Probably people like me has also been able to see it, huh? But you mentioned how it seemed quite amusing to you. I have a deal. I, Rashid, have a deal for, yes, you, Roxy. What if I told you that vision of yours, that dream, could be a reality, huh? You could actually sort of walk those same streets.
You are going to see Roxy just completely deadpan stare at you. And her mouth has sort of drooped open a little bit. And the last scoop of her cone is actually, or last scoop of her ice cream is actually falling off the cone. And she's like,
I'll have a...
What? Are you serious?
Catch it or some shit.
Oh my God, you've seen this place before? And she gets like ecstatic. She gets crazy. She gets like jumping up and down and stuff. She's completely, that entire like persona of like cool agent is just broken. And she is just like, she is getting wild, jumping up and down, super excited. Like, oh my God, you've seen this? You've seen the same thing that I've seen? I thought I was the only one. You've seen it. You're telling me you've seen it.
no. Hold on. Your ice cream is sort of falling off, and now just send Chet to like sort of pick it up, kind of. Honestly, he'd probably just either use his head to sort of move the ice cream back onto the sort of scoop or cone or whatever the heck it is. That's basically Rashid's version of Mage Hand. And calm her down and say, yes, I've seen that place. I see it quite frequently, actually. But, yes, what if I could tell you that you could see that place, or make it a reality, you could travel there. But I need you to do something for me before you can do that. Are you all ears, or are you uninterested?
She's blinking, and then she shakes her head a little bit and says, wait a minute. Rashid.
What?
Running your Rashid games again.
Oh. No. This is no jest. See, and besides, Rashid only cons people that are assholes, or the ones who deserve it, which are typically assholes. Like those fucking drow from earlier who cut, show the fucking full card cut in half. Yeah, those fucking jackasses. Zug is going to kill them. But anyways, I digress. So.
Did you say something about drow?
Yeah, what about them?
Did they both seem like a bunch of complete regal assholes?
Yeah, yes, I like to use the term edgelords, but I mean,
Are you telling me they're participating in the arena event this year? That's the only reason they'd be here. And then she goes completely ape and takes a small like empty milk crate thing and just picks it up and then she throws it on the ground and gets completely animated. You see the full orc side of her come out, and she's just mad. She's like, "You're telling me that the Kendar twins are here?"
Oh, is that what their names are?
Valamar and Selaya Kendar.
Spell that out, Matt, please. I'm writing it into my notes.
Valamar, Valimar, and then Selaya, which is Syilah.
Thank you.
Kendar is Quendar.
Gotcha. Thank you.
These two.
Yeah. Valamar, that is the one that is the one that's participating. But I mean, he fucking sliced my goddamn card off.
These two. They are drow royalty. Every single God's damned event that they participate in that has to do something with combat, something with a competitive nature, for some reason, they always come out on top. Every single time I have ventured throughout Leonios, I have seen one name or the other show up within the top 3 of some sort of contest. And if you're saying that they're participating in tonight's arena matches, more dastardly, tonight's tournament, then this is going to be extremely precarious for me, for the rest of y'all, but mostly for Zug.
Well, if it concerns everybody, I mean, might as well bring everyone in on this sort of fold, because they are participating. Well, Valamar, he's participating. I can't really say too much about the others, though.
And with that, Roxy looks over to the three of you, and uncharacteristic of how you've seen Roxy, she's literally gonna yell out and be like, "You three, get over here for a moment. I got something to tell you."
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Give me the matter.
I just found out that the Kendar twins, the Drow noble twins that keep dominating arena matches, are here in Autumn Rock, and their only reason any one of them would be here is if they were participating in the tournament. Do you realize how well trained? Do you realize how dangerous these two are?
One sec. Can I roll a history?
You could.
Kyle can also roll history.
Yeah.
Oh, big ball rolls.
Probably won't know anything, but who knows?
Henry, as
Maybe.
you are observing the conversation from your place of darkness, you are also free to roll a history check. Also, N, question for you. You are in transit, yes? What is your ETA in terms of reaching the computer?
Give me 15 minutes.
Okay, we're good.
I'm
We'll be
ready.
good.
Hold on.
I don't like how that sounded. Are you okay?
Someone give in inspiration, not the character Henry, but in inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
D&D Beyond, I rolled something.
Ignores whether we're in the okay
I'm
part.
sorry,
It just says, I rolled on
transit.
D&D
I asked you
Beyond.
to roll. Shit, okay. Anyways.
Life.
Anyways, okay. All right, let's back up here. Listen. Yeah, let me know what the results of that roll are. I see that Winveer rolled a 23, Rashid rolled a 17. And at least I will be able to disclose from what has been revealed so far. So Rashid, a 17 will get you, will certainly get you this. The things that Roxy is saying throughout, to you guys, all of these things, it jogs your memory right away. Didn't you recently hear from somebody at a tavern or somebody in the past how there was a story coming out of I think it was Wintergale, of a drow that fought in one of the local tournaments, had managed to win and essentially celebrated by basically challenging all of this what am I trying to say? Let me retcon that.
Previous champions.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, this person, it's normal news to hear that is to say what arena events have been happening throughout Leonios, and there are press sheets that are printed and spread around, news. It jogs your memory. Yes, you've seen the word Kendar multiple times. As a matter of fact, one individual or the other shows up first place in a lot of different events, and that you heard a story that in one particular event where one of them won second place, they ended up vanishing for a couple days, and the person that won first place had mysteriously died, and nobody seemed to understand the cause of it. A lot of people had suspected that it was, that it was food poisoning, and some people had suspected that it was deliberate poisoning. In at least one case, they reported that there was a dart wound as part of the autopsy. So you get the vibe right off the bat that they don't like losing. They really, really don't like losing.
Yeah. What?
For Winveer,
that's what I get. What about
Now for Winveer, all of that plus the fact that Kendar, there's not a whole lot known about Drow nobility. Not a whole lot at all. But there are rumors, whispers that are passed between some of the higher ups in Seglesia, those that deal in intelligence, and of course you are adjacent to those things because you have had recent workings in House Tabalta, that the Kendar royal line is a legitimate Drow royal line, one of the most cruel of the royal lines, and that these two individuals, Valimar and Salaya, were actually exiled from their house. You have no idea what the charge could have been or why they would have been exiled, but you're able to guess, it is anyone's guess, that it was some sort of act betraying the honor of the house.
Knowing how close those two are, I'm guessing they're a little closer than expected. I go over to the group. It's like, all right, so Stog, it's going to be a problem. But the good news is, I remember from my back channels, you won't have to deal with the retribution from the house. So Roxy, it's fine if anything happens set up within the arena. Let's say an accident happens.
Yes, accident. Zug will punch them to death.
I was thinking subtly, but thank you for that. So yes, we would
No
not be dealing
problem.
with retribution. My guess, when it comes to the charges, it's probably around the grapevine, is, well, I guess they got a little upset, is that they're have a little too close of a relationship, and Mommy Dearest did not enjoy it. Considering it's a Drow nobility, who knows what would happen there.
Well, I didn't say that, but you're able to you're free to draw your own conclusions if you may.
It makes more sense,
I get
considering the fact. So if it hurts Mommy Dearest. It's embarrassing, if you will.
Sensei, take 1+1 token from chat.
Thank you.
Yeah!
The cards no longer predict your death, Zaman. You've been warned. Thank you, buddy.
But yes, I look over at Zog. It's like, all right. The best thing though is considering the fact of the heritage is he's going to try to outspeed you, outsmart you, and outflank you, which is probably better than you. All you need to do is to get close, never lose sight of him, and bring him down. If he can't move, he's done.
That's just the thing, Roxy says. He is quick on his feet, too quick on his feet, especially with those fencing steals of his. But you know what? I'll calm down. we'll put this to the side. We'll continue as we initially planned. And I have some things to share with you. As you know, it's time for the arena. It's coming soon. They start in a little less than an hour. Listen, we're gonna have time to get you all into the magical hot spring. You look exhausted. Thankfully, that the second tent has one of those. It was a magical donation by the Arcanist Inquisition. Thankful for them. Anyways, Monster Maelstrom. Is everybody listening about the Monster Maelstrom? Everybody ready to hear?
Yes.
I'm sorry when it comes to it, Roxy, but I probably will not be able to participate into it, as another matter seems to have called for me during that time.
Oh, well, that sounds deep. Well, yeah. Hope you the best on whatever you are working on. No doubt you'll wind your way back to the crew, huh?
Oh, absolutely. It's just more for the fact that something during that time, someone has called an employee has called upon me, and I have to be able to talk when it comes to the business arrangement. Is all.
Fair. Listen. So, for the rest of you, Monster Maelstrom. Number of you signed up for it. It is part of the opening ceremony. First thing to understand is that it's no holds barred battle. Those who sign up are putting themselves at risk of death. We understand this, yes?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Death is glory.
Okay, so trying to take notice of her surroundings. Doesn't notice Henry there. Hey, Henry, how you doing?
From the shadows, just calmly, kind of very slowly walking about. Are they within 10 feet of me?
They can be.
Okay. If they are within 10 feet of me, if there's a shadow that I can go into, probably right behind Rashid.
Oh
Okay.
my god, shit, no. God damn it.
Right beside Rashid, okay. Rashid will feel a presence of heat beside him as a 5'9", very pale, very scarred-looking individual sidle up. On their back is a bow, and on the sides of either side of their hip, they will see two short swords, kind of sheathed at their sides. Totally Matrix. Dressed in black dress shoes, black tie. You will see them wipe the corner of their lip with a very black handkerchief, which they will promptly stuff into the front pocket of their waistcoat. And they won't really be looking too closely at anyone in particular. Their eyes seem kind of glazed over with a quiet bow. The moment Rashid notices them, they will nod in return and then look over to Roxy. And
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. The moment Rashid sees this individual who wasn't there before, just fucking dressed in all black, eyes will go wide, think that someone's trying to fucking murder him and punch you in the face. Just out of reaction. Oh, God.
they will sidestep the punch.
Don't worry. Trust me. Don't worry.
Sidestep the punch.
Don't worry.
They will sidestep the punch.
I promise you.
Back off to the side a little bit and bow again. Look around and bow again, and put they will kind of do the, hey, I am non-threatening. Throughout all of this, they are just completely stone-faced, hands up in the air, miming like, yo, it's cool. hi, but not saying a word at all before looking at Roxy and taking out a piece of parchment from their waistcoat and handing it over. And on the piece of parchment, it will say, I signed up.
Rashid probably, as he does the punching motion, he sprains his arm. It's like, fuck! Ow. Ow. Ow.
The note literally says you signed up, or is it like a receipt of signing up, or
It will say, I signed up, and then it's the receipt. And I'll just say, Henry Pistachio.
and you all have an additional person in your group all of a sudden, and you are probably looking between each other and thinking, Henry Pistachio. That sounds like an introduction.
Pistachio. Oh, it's an interesting last name. Never thought I'd meet someone with the name of a flavor, but how do you do? The name, the name is Winbeer. I'm gonna say it's a pleasure to meet you.
Zug named Zug.
Orgoth will just get close and go, what a weird creature.
Zug, Orgoth, you have no right to actually be able to talk, say that comment as well. Now tell me, Pistachio, is it? Mind if I ask, what intrigued you when it comes to coming to us now?
So no one's going to question how the fuck they appeared here out of nowhere? Not even a little bit?
Well, it's more for the fact that they sneak through, which is usually very good when it comes to their skill set. It actually could be somewhat helpful.
I mean, okay. Alright, I guess Rashid is crazy. Rashid, be quiet now.
Oh no, Rashid, you're not crazy. It's more for the fact that most likely she was able to use some sort of magic, or at least have a be very well skilled when it comes to that of stealth, in order to be able to not actually be seen upon, which I have said
The moment that Winveer says she, Henry would have been bowing over towards Orgoth and Zug, as well as Rashid, and nodding towards Roxy a little bit, before looking at Winveer straight in the face. And you know how Keanu Reeves that really blank John Wick look?
Yep.
And then he tilts his head, like he does this weird head tilt with the chin slightly pointed up, and the eyebrow doesn't really go up. And the moment you say she, Henry will then say they.
They? Okay. Well, I'm sorry for the confusion there. But for right now, we should be focusing on the task at hand. Now we still have to look over at Roxy. It's like, oh yes. Let's say right now she would probably be perfect as my substitute for the time being.
Yes.
They would. Cut myself there.
Henry Pistachio. It's good to. I guess it's good to see another combatant in the Monster Maelstrom, which brings me to the stuff I want to talk about. We don't have a lot of time, so I got to go through some of this stuff. Everybody out got their their creeps worked out. We're all good.
Fine. The name is Rashid Al-Safar. I'll extend a hand to Henry. So, sorry for earlier.
Henry just kind of gives a shrug, as if saying they totally understand, before taking the hand and gently shaking it in return.
Rashid will also give a sort of nod. Question, and this is for you. Is Henry's eye, the other one, is that one apparent, or is it hidden by the hair?
Sorry, I'm trying to log into Foundry. They are completely scarred, and it is very apparent.
Okay.
Very apparent. If Rashid is the closest one looking towards them, they will look at you, and you recognize a very similar light to you.
Yeah. Rashid will probably just give a knowing nod of kind of like one of the just a nod of like, I know that you're an Oculi. Hey, we've been through some shit. I gotcha. Like that kind of nod of mutual respect.
Okay. So
They will nod back and then look towards Roxy.
all right. So introductions are made. So the Monster Maelstrom. The Monster Maelstrom, it happens in 3 waves. The first wave is always the same. It is the traditional, well-renowned Goblin Rush. That's the first wave of the Monster Maelstrom. Every single year they run the Monster Maelstrom. It's a Goblin Rush, unfailing. Everybody is big fans over that part of the Maelstrom. Now I get it. If you've been reading the Seglesia Herald, event's gotten a bad rap these recent years. Goblins are a regular part of civilization nowadays, and trust me, the stereotype over the ages of the nasty backstabbing fodder for battle, it's not really it doesn't play well in media. So however, the good news is that when the Vagabonds arena approached the local goblin tribes about changing the tradition, that is to say, ending the Goblin Rush, while a bunch of tribes decided to agree, a bunch of them were actually pretty upset. I guess they wanted to fight and be big stars in the arena, even if it did risk death. So nowadays, we have a mutual agreement with those goblin tribes, and they send us some of their most battle-hardened and enthusiastic. In exchange, we, send a bunch of them back as heroes to their tribe. It's a good arrangement. Let's make this is to the death. But if you want to provide some courtesy, don't send a bunch back alive if you could. Shouldn't be a problem though. They usually flee by the end of it. That's usually how the Goblin Rush ends. And they usually talk about their heroism back to their friends anyways. That is the first wave. The second and third waves are based upon a spin of the roulette wheel. Whatever the results of the wheels, there's actually multiple wheels. Whatever the results of the wheels are is what you will fight. It gets spun multiple times in the second wave. And all of these are captured specimens, monstrosities, beasts, all of the sorts from remote places around Leonios. For the third wave, that's when they bring out the big monster wheel, and they spin it once. The big monster is often rare and dangerous. The prize for the surviving fighters is a silver merit badge, signifying your victory, as well as the contents of a mystery chest, which often comes with things like gold, jewels, some magic items, and other things donated to the Vagabond Arena from the Sentinels. Be cordial with your negotiation of these items if you can. Please be aware, not everything is provided. Not everything that is provided in that chest is, safe. Make sure to get whatever you've earned appraised beforehand, is what I'm saying. Does that sound good? Do I have you so far?
It seems to make sense to me. Sounds good.
Okay.
Seems to make sense to me.
Definitely. Yep.
Echo. Oh, sorry. I was hearing
I heard an
extra
echo,
voices. Yeah. So, Zug. Couple things about the tournament. Did a little talking with the War Master of the Vagabond Arena. Did a little bit of forgery. Don't ask me what forgery is. You don't want to know. I think you'll like the I think you'll like the roster we have you on. The tournament is 12 fighters, which means 3 matches per combatant. Your first will be against one opponent. The second will be a triple threat, and finally, the final battle. Well, provided that the Kendar, one of the Kendar twins, whoever it is, are feeling a little worse for wear by then. That battle will be yours for the taking if you play your cards right. The rewards for that tournament will be in gold and an appropriate badge, depending upon what place you get. And they have a secret prize for the first and second place winners. Of which they'll announce before the start. Not even I know what that prize is. See, out here, the arena, what takes place in it is based upon the will of the fighter. There's no overly corrupt city official pushing a poshy noble's thumbs up or thumbs down on some poor swordsman's life. You see, if a combatant wishes, they will practice whatever is in their personal and individual freedom. They will, if they wish to end you, they will end you right then and there. If they want to beat you into submission instead, if they want to accept your yield, or if you want to accept their yield, that is your prerogative. The fighter is king in the Vagabond Arena. The only limit is how the crowd perceives you. Zug, some will admire you for sparing someone's life, and others will desire blood to be spilled. I know what option you're going to go with, because it's the option you've been touting since the very beginning. But I have to provide you a little bit of warning by saying that however you handle your combatants in the arena will ultimately determine how your name spreads. So just to keep that in mind.
Yes, Zug just wanna bunch stuff. Them all.
Well, I thought that's what you were gonna say. Okay, well, that's everything. In which case, I hope y'all good luck. Please head over to the secondary tent. Get yourself completely healed up and ready for the Maelstrom, and I will see you there in not too long.
With that, I look over at Rashid, and Rashid is like, "Oh yes, you still have those commissioned weaponry, the chained ones, if you will."
Yes, I do.
Yes, you'll be needing to give those to Zug now.
But isn't the Maelstrom before then?
That is true, but it's more for the fact we're probably going to forget about it. Actually,
Why
no,
would I forget about it?
That is true.
They're literally my weapons.
Yeah, that is. I just wanted to remind you is all. As he's like, "Oh yeah, you did." Oh well.
Yeah, don't worry. They won't be really leaving my wrist. So it will kind of be hard to sort of forget about them or miss them. But after the fight, well, actually you'll be gone. And don't worry, I'll remember.
Alright.
Okay, well, I guess it's not done very stealthily, but hey, Winveer, you see a flash of light in your left eye. And you're wondering what it is at first, but you realize that somebody down the way to the south of you seems to be, it's like, at first you figure it's a mistake, but then you literally notice somebody to the south of you is reflecting a mirror in your eyes. Because it's not very stealthy, anybody with a passive perception of above 10 is going to notice this on Winvir's face.
Look, I don't want any Excuse me for a sec. I have to be able to tell this, you should say, this scoundrel who's been forcing this in my eye. Now, if excuse me, I have to be able to teach him a little bit of lesson. As I'm walking down south towards where the light is.
Okay. So, as you do so, it actually points you in about this location. You see the silhouette of an individual, and they step behind that stall as soon as they are done flashing you in the eye. And when you approach that alley, what do you do?
Well, I was gonna say, do I see the one holding the mirror, right?
They are standing in the shadow. You are of an elvish background, aren't you? You have some sort of vision.
I have dark vision.
You do have dark vision. Okay, well, you see this individual. A familiar individual.
Dan. You didn't need to flash into my eye. An envoy would probably work just as well, but it seems to be the problem.
Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. Rigorous Dan is standing there, leaning up against the building that is that I guess that he's standing next to. He bites directly into a pear, chews on it, grins over at you, and says, Winvir, is it?
Yes.
I heard about what you did in the Grub Court this afternoon. Now, hold on.
It's like, of course.
Your names were suppressed from the Herald and the reporters trying to reach out. I made sure of it, but no, those no secret gets past these ears.
I mean, this is your territory. I'm not surprised.
My people are pretty much all over Autumn Rock, whether they are dressed in the garb or not. We try to keep things from spilling over and becoming a city matter. We don't want the watch out here. It's for all intents and purposes, it's our town. Some separation from the crown is good. But
say your prerogative,
Yeah. Which brings me to why I called you over here. You provided me an offer a little bit earlier today, didn't you? You specifically were seeking special consideration for House Tibalta. And I'll be honest. When you came over to my building, I thought you were just some noble twerp. And I told you whatever you wanted to hear. But, this whole thing about the whatever that rat golem thing was, got me thinking a little bit. I might actually have a a particular interest in taking you up on that offer directly. That is to say, provide you an opportunity to introduce me directly to Severo Tabalta.
Of course. We'll be able to hash out more of the details later. It's that right now, I'm not sure when it comes with compensation of it, how much my master wants me to pay for it for the time being up front, or considering when it comes to the service as is. But like I said before, we'll be able to talk about it when we're able to get a meeting with them. I'll see within my powers to actually get you into an arrangement with that.
They're gonna roll something real quick. Let me see. No, not very good. Okay, that's fine. Did I just roll Henry? Why did it come up as Henry?
Yes.
Oh, did I have them selected?
You probably had them clicked on.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
So you just what the council gives you one singular yike
For
that roll.
All right. Excellent. So he's going to nod. He's going to say, this whole advisor thing. At first, you seem like the kind of kid who just got his big break and is trying to make big moves for your employer, but I can tell that you have the gift of gab, my friend.
Thank you.
When I heard about what happened, thought to myself, I don't go into business with people who don't understand the struggle of battle, or I don't go into business with people who can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Sometimes literally. Most noble twerps don't know how to wipe their own ass, much less use the steel they've brandished. But you proved yourself this evening, so I need you to do something for me before we proceed with this arrangement. But consider it a way to buy my favor directly, and then the reward, essentially for you, as I've stated, is getting a direct reputation boost with your own employer. I gotta be honest with you. It's no secret that I can tell that you are a tad new to your position. I've dealt with a bunch of noble advisors before. And what I'm saying is that, if you perform the proper introduction and me and your employer hash out a deal, it probably looks really well for you. But the thing that I need you to take care of, you came across them yourself, those so-called City Watch members.
Yes. Well, considering that you decided to play the part of the fool when it comes to my bargain, I had to play the fool for them. Though I would say, the story they were trying to weave is a little bit interesting, to say the least. Considering they're not in their jurisdiction.
Not at all. Way out of their jurisdiction. Put simply, they don't belong here. I don't care what their excuse is. I don't care if their mother was killed in a dragon attack and their niece spilled ice cream on the new king's shoes. Whatever sob story they're telling, I want them out of here. But not before I know why exactly they're here.
And that's... Yeah, I look over, it's like... And, I know exactly why they're here. Because they've been asking around town for them. They're looking for somebody. My guess, considering they're all the way out here, it's nothing when it comes either with the corruption they have, or it's a personal vendetta.
well, they're looking for somebody. That's what they told you. But point is, they're not telling you everything.
Well, of course not.
The Watch know they don't belong here. It's possible they're not even Watch. I need you to find out where they are at, and I need you to tail them for me.
Understandable.
Provided you can do that, and get me some more thorough information on why exactly they're poking their head around here. Well then, in which case, we can proceed forward.
Excellent. Well, consider the fact that I already had something close to that in mind when I initially mind when I was still with the group, still with my I guess associates for the time being. I figured is that, well, considering that the jurisdiction, and if they are actual Watch, then it looks bad for my house. More importantly, it would even look worse when it comes to another house that my lord still in association with. If that looks bad, things get worse. So I'll be able to try to see if I can find them. Truth be told, they are not what you'd call very discreet about it.
Has anybody told you talk too much?
Yes.
Don't take it personally,
DM.
but you talk too much. Anyways, do we have a deal?
Of course.
Hey, Henry?
Did I make a perception check to see if I could have heard all of that conversation from all the way from where we are, about 50 feet away?
You would not. Absolutely wouldn't have.
Okay.
There would have been no chance. I don't see any feasible way that would be a thing. Anyways, so you two shake on it, and you have your next task, and the rest of the party has their next task, and everybody say hi to Emmy, as Emmy is in chat. Sorry, this is call out. What's up?
Hey, me, is the cat hunt going good?
Ray has run off because the cat has run off, so must protect the cat. Anyways, we are about, I would say, unless there's anything else that we want to take care of in this particular moment, I would say we move forward. Y'all are about to go to that secondary tent, correct? Or is there anything that you want to accomplish first?
I'm pretty sure we're going to the long rest chambers.
Yep, that's what I meant.
A lot of people are fucked up.
I'm probably going to meet them in the long rest chamber. I need a long rest.
Oh, you're free to use it.
Perfect.
Okay. I guess before we head over there, Rashid trying to again talk to Roxy or whatever and say the only reason she wants to talk to her, and knowing that she's just gonna keep getting excited, just sort of cut to the chase, whispering it obviously. Hey, also Roxy, if you said you wanted to be a sort of I forget the name, but the person who gives us jobs and we work together pretty frequently, huh? Well, help me out a little bit. If you ever hear something or anything about the name Dendar, then...
Dendar.
And that's it. And then he just continues on going about to the one place, the tent.
She nods and she throws on her sunglasses and she says, "Off to battle. Go get 'em, Tigers." All right.
Yes, I'm gonna kill them all. Zug likes the glasses, by the way.
Thank you. Let's see. Autumn Rock. Activate. Moving some things around. Boop. Emmy going after the cat. King is with Emmy. And then... what else here? I need to add Henry. All four of you are heading up to Vagabond Arena. And you enter that second tent. And as it is described, that second tent contains basically an entire, everything for an athlete. Everything that's necessary. Outdoor fields for training, indoor gymnasium, locker rooms, and the magical hot springs. And y'all take your... I forgot Windveer goes with y'all too. Y'all take your half hour and heal up in the hot springs. So everybody feel free to click on that long rest button and get your stats back up to full.
Thank the Lords.
Hello.
DM, am I supposed to be able to look at my token right now? I can only see Windveer and Rashid.
Interesting.
Easy fix. Matt, just copy and paste the token.
You can only see
and then
Windveer and
it'll show
Rashid,
up on the screen.
All right, copy, paste. You see that?
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now see them all.
Yeah, and then you can just delete the old ones.
Okay. And so y'all are preparing for battle. Windveer will probably be the first person to head out. As each of you sort of head in your separate directions, Windveer, you have a runner come up with you with a note, and the note mentions where the City Watch members were last seen, and that is going to be just outside Bedoni's Meat Hall.
All right. With that, I thank the courier, and I'm going to go within a corner of the tent, and I'm going to use my disguise kit.
Gotcha. I do believe there is a check with your disguise kit that you must roll, if I'm correct.
Let's see. What would be the modifier for it?
Let's see if my internet speed wants to work fast enough. Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus and to any ability checks you make to create a visual disguise. I'd say like stealth. It gives you your proficiency bonus. Add your proficiency bonus to your stealth check. Stealth roll.
Okay.
All
right.
And that isn't going to, all of that isn't going to happen right away. That's going to take a few moments of time. I'm looking for something. I apologize for the wait, guys. I'm looking for something very specific on my computer that I cannot find, and it is the last missing piece.
That's fine.
For something. So let me take a quick moment to see maybe if I go back in a past. Oh man, it's super old. Let's see. Is that it?
I got like I got a natural 15, so I have like a 19 for my disguise check.
Oh, I guess that'll have to do it. All right, I gotta make a token quick. In the meantime, as I'm making that token, all of the people who are going to participate in the Monster Maelstrom, an usher comes up and reads off your names, and then says, "So, how do let me know. How do y'all want to be introduced?"
Zug, Zug, like, assumes a heroic pose and says,
Big mans.
Big man's, huh?
Yeah.
Big man. Is this for the all of us? Because I mean, I'm a little bit lacking in the sort of strength department. You know.
Oh, I thought he was saying individually.
I don't know. I do not know.
You may be Snake Mans.
I'm okay with that.
Oh my goodness, my computer must work faster. Big man's, huh? Well, that's I haven't heard that one before.
Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, actually, I want a little bit of fame with it. Actually, Snake Man's a good idea. You can still call me Snake Man, Zuck, but just Rashid Al-Safar is enough for me.
Okay.
All right. And also, you guys are in one group, but of course, there were a few auxiliary individuals who had signed up for the Monster Maelstrom. They'll be joining you this evening. Let's see. One of them goes by the name of... let me make sure I have what I need here. One of them goes by the name of... Really? I don't have this saved in my thing? Oh, that upsets me. Close and reopen, I guess. Yuck. One moment, everyone. Okay. One of them goes by the name of, what happened?
Fucking smacked my mic apparently as I was trying to just lift up. Sorry about that.
One of them goes by the name of, let's see, Lola Del Coral, and the other one goes by Vance Clementine. They will meet up with you just outside of the entrance, and that should be it. Hey, don't die out there, huh?
Okay.
Didn't plan on it. Let us do this. We've got this.
All right.
We will just nod and then follow the very taller people behind. And there's a slight hum, like they're whistling a happy tune, but not really, because they don't really whistle.
Rashid will just, I guess, as we're walking through, just start wrapping the chain blades around his forearms. Just, preparing for battle and all that stuff. And all that stuff.
All right. So, you find yourself right in the entryway just before the gate. And upon entering, you notice that there is a crowd of people that are already shouting and screaming out on the many rafters.
Is the arena very well lit?
It is not very well lit. It is basically, I mean, it is nighttime. There are some bright torches, but the fact is, there is enough blending between bright light and dim light and darkness that it would not affect you.
Thank you.
And somebody manages to run into the same tent and starts walking over and says, "Hi, everyone. How you doing? I'm very excited, very happy to be here."
Oh no, it's Mochi all over again. Hello, and pleasure to meet you.
My name's Lola. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Hey, so it looks like we got a good group here. This is gonna be a good time. Hey, what's your name? What's your names? Tell me your names.
Zug named Zug.
Rashid Al Safar. Give a bow.
Orgoth.
Ray will look at the creature staring down. It's very often that people are a little bit smaller than they are, and so they will lower themselves by a little bit to meet the creature in front of them eye to eye and give a little bow and a little nod, and then they will um, reach out a hand in, like, the way Rashid gave a handshake. And we'll look straight at the axolotl's eyes and then say very low, "Pistachio."
Is that really your name? If it is, that's great. Boy,
Will nod.
it seems it seems like we got about 5 of us. And then at that moment, you see a familiar orc step in, kind of just open up the curtain and step on through and says, "It's you." It's like,
Zug's going to point at her and just,
Haha! Zug cleared you out of shinies! Haha!
"Don't rub it in my face. I would not recommend it. Just keep your eyes open and let's kill these monsters. And then maybe I won't break your nose bone over it."
Oh, Zug's so scared of his moments!
and Zug acts like he's frightened, but he doesn't do it right. It just seems like a kind of wobbly.
Henry will stand up from crouching position, nod to the newcomer with a nod, and then we'll look over towards Orgoth and Rashid, and then part of their mouth doesn't seem to want to go up to smile, but there is a sense of amusement.
So, what are we waiting for? We got one more person, it looks like.
So did she say that we need one more person?
That there's one more person on their way.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, you said it right there. We need one, or we're waiting for one more person. Hopefully they will hurry up and get here before Rashid gets too bored.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna throw this guy in. I'm tired of waiting. I'm gonna just throw this guy in. I'm not gonna make a new token for this person. Screw this last person.
Hello, randomly generated individual number 47.
Hey, how you doing? The name's Vance. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey. Huh? You're looking good.
Zug
You're looking
about
good.
to kill everything.
Oh, look at this guy. He's got big arms. He's got big pythons. I like it. I like it. I like it. Hey. So, y'all ready to stab some things?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, let the sacrifice begin.
It's time to put on a little bit of a show, huh?
You're a showman type, huh? Huh? Well, me too. Me too. Especially,
Zug famous.
especially when it comes to the killing. That's where I shine.
Let us see exactly how stylish you are. So again, just readying himself until allowed to walk in and be called down to the stand to start murdering.
All right. So, at once, you hear someone. Hear the voice of someone echoing throughout the entire arena. Is this thing on? Oh, yes. Friends, Seglesians, countrymen, welcome to the well-renowned celebration in Autumn Rock. Welcome to the 145th Vagabond Arena Celebration! And he throws up his hand as the crowd goes wild. Oh, I gotta remember to turn my thing on and off. We have a special event this evening, beginning with the always spicy, always carnage-filled monster Maelstrom, followed by the annual races, and finally, the continent-renowned Vagabond Arena Tournament. But before we get into that, let us welcome our first combatants for this evening. Those that will be taking on this rush of monsters, and who you will see firsthand either vanquish this swarm or be vanquished by. Give it up for... Is this right? The Big Mans! And the crowd goes completely wild. And the gate opens.
Just, as always, just go stomping aggressively towards the arena.
Yes! Champion of Mogus! Big Mans is here!
Yeah! This is so exciting! This is gonna be so fun! Lola says. The rest of you can move on in, one by one.
Oh.
Towards the
She's
center.
just waiting for his name to be called, and it's just like, oh, I guess it was for everyone.
It was a group for name. Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought it was individually. I'm really sorry.
Oh no, you're good. It makes sense.
It is in character, so yeah.
Oh man.
So as y'all head to the center.
Big mess.
As y'all head to the center. And specifically to the direct center. The announcer, you realize you are surrounded by groups of people who are cheering. They are cheering all manner of things at you. Some people want to see you succeed. Some people are here just to see the monsters tear you apart. All the same, you are getting quite the attention, being that you are the first stars of the evening. and they are all ready. They've all been waiting to see this event take place. And it is now here. It is now you at the forefront. It is now you about to take the carnage to excuse me. It is now you who is about to take the carnage to these monsters, to any combatant that you come across here in the arena. And as you are walking out, how do you imagine each of you are presenting yourself?
Zug just has his heroic pose with both of his hands on his waist and his trophy, that's a spine, coiling around his neck. And he's just,
Yes, big man,
just screaming it in a loop, non-stop, stomping very aggressively towards the center of the arena. And now he's just waiting with a big smile on his face, and you can see his gigantic teeth. Just he ready to go.
All right. How about the rest of you? Orgoth, what are you doing?
Well, Orgoth will just look around a bit confused by the cheers. And pretty much say like, are they all here to venerate the sacrifices for Mogus?
I think so.
Well, let's offer some bodies, some corpses. Let's have our fun.
Yes.
Rashid. Oh, go ahead.
No, Rashid, tell me what you do.
Rashid, probably being a head ass as usual, will come in with a sort of flourish, probably walking in and entering that of a cartwheel, and then finishing it off with a backflip, landing in 3-point stance before just using sort of the blades, the chain blades, to sort of whip them around in a sort of deadly flourish. Before, if the ground is sand, I don't know. If not, it's whatever. But carving the symbol of Dendar into the ground, as they will be, anybody who falls here will be his sacrifice and more. But that's what Rashid does.
Gotcha. Last but not least, Henry. How do you present yourself stepping out into the arena?
Actually, they don't step out. They'll stay within range of both Orgoth and Zug, and staying hidden within the shadows. All anyone will see, if they ever look their way, will be two eyes, one of them glowing dimly with some unholy silver light. Paired, ready, quiet.
You don't step out.
Not like I do step into the center, but no one's going to. My goal is to make sure that they are as unnoticeable as possible.
Well, that's going to be difficult. Everybody sees you.
Of course, but they will just look like another combatant in the ring. That's all.
Gotcha. So, being that you are the quiet one, everybody else takes their moment and does their showboating, does their respective audience pleasing. Nargal Bluefang, in particular, is going to step up and is going to try to rile up the crowd. She rolls a 17 as she steps up with big arms and starts shouting, starts doing like a war cry, a war shout at the crowd, and they start going wild, and they start cheering back and pumping their fists in the air, and they're ready to see Nargal Bluefang take it to some monsters. Are you all going to be showed up by Nargle? I mean, it's up to you if you want to.
Response. Like to in regards to like getting the crowd on our side.
I wouldn't necessarily say on your side, but
Yeah.
basically convincing them that you are the one to be cheered for. You are the one to be cheered.
I mean, probably at least just trying, because that's just what Rashid will do. Literally just doing more and more sort of acrobatic stunts and flips using that of the chain blades to now, as Nargal's sort of thing is more straightforward and brutish, Rashid's sort of attempts are more with flair and just, ooh, look at this, as like, again, all of these sort of chains and blades are sort of flying about and him sort of wielding them with ease, you know?
Gotcha. So you're doing you're showing off your martial prowess with your weapons.
It's almost like a dance of blades with him.
Are you do you want to just do it for the sake of doing it, or do you want to roll a like performance or
I would
some
love
sort of
to make a
persuasion?
performance check or something.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna aid Rashid by trying to outshine this orc by stomping harder on the ground and like saying,
He's my coach! He's my coach!
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. All right, let's get some performance. All right, first one. 15, not bad. Zug, bring us home.
"Oh yeah, baby!
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So
That's a nat 20.
So, Rashid, you are able to compel with oohs and ahs the crowd as you are taking your weapons and you're showing off with them, taking the blades and slashing them through the air, spinning them around. And you're definitely getting some like very approving nods, a lot of oohs, ahs. And when you finally pull off your last maneuver, how do you imagine that last maneuver looks? The thing that grants you the 23.
I imagine so Zug sort of stomping his feet is probably like causing a bit of like dust to sort of rise up from the ground. And as that's kind of happening, almost just using the little bit of the wind, manipulating it with the likes of the blades, kind of making like a miniature sort of storm of sand and dust, kind of like a tornado sort of thing. And then when basically all of it begins to slowly fade, you see, well, for the most part, the likes of our party and whatnot, standing there victorious and ready for battle, like a bunch of champions already.
Awesome. Hey, Orgoth, anything that you want to add to that? Any sort of like flexing in front of the crowd? Any sort of crowd pleasers you want to pull off?
Nope. He's too confused by all of that.
All right.
After all, it's the first time for him, so.
Oh, so I wouldn't be surprised if a bit of dust gets into Nargal's face.
Well, he'll be coughing that, of course. I go, what are you guys doing?
Earning
the glory!
Ah. See, this one gets it.
Sorry,
beside
I was late,
Orgoth,
everybody. Sorry, I was late. I was hitting on one of the ushers. Oh, the crowd. I love this part, not as much as I love stabbing. This Vance is clearly getting into the stabbing. All right, Henry. Sorry.
That's okay. Beside Orgoth, who is very confused, they will actually say to Orgoth, let's see. That is all they say. They say fancy. That is
Fancy.
the only word that they say.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying. I was I didn't hear what you said at first. So let's fall back. You say fancy.
Orgoff would just look and be, oh, does that mean sacrifice?
Will not.
Sacrifice.
Will not again, and they will keep nodding until Orgoth suddenly feels that blood rush go through his veins. Don't say a single word after that. They just keep nodding until Orgoth cheers and roars.
And
I guess Orgoth will just take his dagger, make a little cut on his palm, show the blood, drip it a bit on the sand, and have his fun.
Awesome. Do you wanna make a roll for that? Yeah, performance check.
Yeah.
$18.
Excellent. You hear the volume of the crowd begin to build up as everybody is flaunting their stuff. Everybody is getting the reputation and the respect of the crowd. And in this moment, I don't want to take up too much time, but I do want to switch very, very briefly to our other player here. So you rolled your. I did not see. I don't recall if you rolled your.
You got a 17.
You got a 17. Okay. What you notice, going to the location that they were last seen, they are all three of the Watchmen, Watchman Evans, Watchman Lily, Watchman Mord, all of the individuals that had questioned you earlier about the Mortha Nisbane character, and that had essentially sort of tried to get more answers out of you and the party after the rat golem incident. You see them clearly step out of the mead hall. In the process, you notice they step out with a particular individual, and they appear to step over to the side and have a bit of a conversation.
I am.
Nothing. Continue.
What I was gonna do is to hide close enough that I'm actually able to hear the conversation that's going on.
Okay. I need to make some quiet rolls here. Well, I mean, they're going to be public, but in any case.
Oof. Okay.
You, with your stealth, in addition to your disguise kit, making you look up and appear like somebody who is different than who you really are. How do you imagine you've disguised yourself?
I would actually disguise myself more as a disheveled pauper. I was gonna say just more like a vagrant, unkempt.
Gotcha.
Any type of vagabond that you would find within the street.
Gotcha. You basically are a gray walker. In other words, you're somebody who's literally dressed up to blend with the crowd, with the common rabble. You do a fairly decent job at it. It is definitely not grabbed anybody's attention, and especially not these three. As you close in, you hear the. I will actually, roll a perception check if you could.
Okay, sorry, just a second. It's absolute shiznatties. My big salvia. 21.
Cool. You hear the following conversation. Watchman Evans steps up and says, "So it sounds like you have information to tell us. What is it, sir?" And this old man ends up looking between Watchman Lilly, Watchman Moore, and Watchman Evans and says, "Oh, I swore I saw the whereabouts of the person you gave me the image of, and it seemed that they were just a little bit. They were here earlier today. They were a bit north. I'm trying to remember exactly where it is. I don't frequent Autumn Rock that often." And then Watchman Evans says, "Oh, hey, it is all right. Perhaps this might be best served if we were to go to someplace private, sir. That way we the distraction of the crowd, and we don't have to worry about we can focus on the details that way." And he's like, "Oh, that makes perfect sense. Lead onward, and I'll give you I'll tell you what I know." Watchman Evans looks over to Watchman Lilly and nods, and Watchman Evan says, "Follow me."
I am, of course, going to follow them at a distance, keeping up the vagabond appearance and movement.
Yep. And you continue to do so. You are able to, also with your perception, you're able to keep continual listening to them, and you hear the little piece that says, "So, I haven't seen City Watch here at all today. It's not often. Are you here with some jurisdiction with the Sentinels?" And Watchman Evans, you very clearly notice that Watchman Evans kind of just looks between the both of them and smiles and says, "Why, of course, sir. We work very closely with the Sentinels. Now, come this way. I recommend we head into the crystal. We head behind these crystals over here." "Oh, sure thing." And
This jackass. All right.
And so, as you approach their Windveer, you realize, yes, they're heading towards the Crystal Caverns. And the Crystal Caverns is a building of which the inside of it is sort of decked out with all sorts of magnificent and colorful crystals all over the place. And it is a sight to see. They shimmer, they reflect, all manner of visual candy, basically. There are a bunch of crystals that are set up outside, just kind of surrounding the spot. And you see them sort of step into that tiny maze of the crystals on the outside of the building. Do you approach?
Of course. Approach cautiously.
Okay. I'm gonna make one final roll here. Oh, excellent. So, as you approach the crystals on the outside of this building, you step around the corner of one of them, and at that point, you notice that all 4 of the individuals are standing right next to the building, like right along the wall of the building. And Watchman Ward looks around, looks over to Watchman Lily, and Watchman Lily casts a spell, and you literally see the wall of the building. You literally see it open up as if they created some sort of magical door that allows them to step inside the building straight from the wall. And one of them leads in one by one, or each of them leads in one by one, with the old man saying, "Oh, that's a nifty trick. Yeah, young lady, I'll go in first." Watchman Mord, Watchman Evans, and Watchman Lily is the last one. And Watchman Lily looks out to see if anybody was watching, but fails to notice you. And then she steps in and closes that magical door. Meaning that this entrance is complete, or the entrance they created is closed.
Seeing this, it's like, I have an idea. I'm gonna do is take out a dagger, and I'm just gonna go with the crystal. See if... Actually, no, even better, because I can. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do is to pull out my quill and my little ink, and I am going to cast illusionary script onto the door.
Okay, so you cast illusionary script onto the door.
Mm-hmm.
Which door are you referring to? Because to explain, there was a wall. There was an opening in the wall. That's what I mean by door. They stepped in and then they closed the opening in the wall. So the wall is just a wall now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do is put the parchment in the corner where that secret entrance closed up.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's gonna have a symbol, and it's gonna have a small symbol, so I know I'm there.
What's your passive insight?
Passive insight 15.
You would tell right off the bat by looking at this thing, there is no secret door. It's a wall. It is quite purely 100% a wall. And that Watchman Lily had used magic to create an opening and then close the opening behind them.
Well, I was gonna say, it's pretty powerful magic at that point. Considering the fact that they're actually able to use that type of magic to begin with, probably not ordinary city watch. This is going to be interesting. Well, considering the fact that, if I remember correctly, they were last talking about north being more north. Then that's where the old man said it was less. So with it, I'm still gonna put the parchment there,
Mm-hmm.
just to be able to have a marker to know which wall they usually use. So that way is that when I go back to the Sentinels, I can tell them that area is mostly used by the Watchmen. They're able to use that. In the meantime, though, is that because they're out trying to interrogate. He's gonna die. interrogate the old man. I am going to use the knowledge I did get and see if I can find more stuff myself.
Okay. What information do you think you have to move forward with that?
Well, as I remembered, he was talking about how the last time they saw him was more north. I have no way to actually gain access to the door as is. I'm not high enough level to be able to use counterspell to spell magic.
Well, I mean, it does occur to you that this is a building with a front door.
That is true.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Forget all that. I thought as they were inside and they opened it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go inside and sneak around, see if I'm able to find more info about them.
Okay. You're gonna look for the front door and try to get into the building. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So you approach the typical front door. It's on the north side of the building. And there's an attendant there that looks like they are just putting the rope, like the red rope, on the hook, as if to basically signify that they're done. They are done showing off the place tonight.
I'm gonna see if I'm able to like sneak past, be able to sneak past them, so that way is that when they're closing, they don't exactly see me go past them.
Gotcha.
Sound of the wind.
Sound of the wind. So they end up. So are you gonna sort of like watch and wait for them to move, or find an opportunity to slip past them?
I'm going to do is well, I'm actually not going to wait for them to actually completely close it up, because I know is that right now that information is privy and vital.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just do like a quick little sneak on through while they're like half paying attention.
Okay, so let me do a proper roll for the attendant to see if they notice. They are. I mean, it's simple. Simply enough, you are able to sort of slip past as they are attending to a bunch of the stuff outside. Upon reaching the front door, there is a front door. I mean, there is a rope that's just sort of like signaling outside that, hey, we're not open anymore. Don't even come towards the door. As soon as you do approach the door, you do notice that there is a decently sized padlock on the door.
Let's see. I guess it wouldn't actually melt it off as quickly as I hope it would. Would I be able to, I don't have any tools on me with that one. Would I be able to actually do a quick melt off of the padlock using heat metal?
I don't think that's something that typically comes with heat metal. It's usually for hurting people who touch the metal.
Okay. Gonna say in that case, I'm gonna see if I can use my dagger to at least open up the lock.
You're gonna use your dagger in what way? It is a pretty robust lock if you're trying to break it. Are you trying to use the dagger as like a makeshift thieves?
Yeah, makeshift pick, lock pick, just to be able to at least be able to actually open the door.
Okay. Since it's not the appropriate tool for a lock, you can roll, but it would be a disadvantage.
Okay.
It's always a possibility.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll attack.
I believe in the rolls.
Manage.
Ooh.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
see.
Take my energy.
17.
Okay. All right. You are very carefully finessing with the very tip of your dagger. This is a large lock, but like its mechanisms are the weakest, or some of the weakest you've seen, and you were able to very over the course of like half a minute undo this lock with the very end of your dagger.
All right. I'm gonna do that. Have that. Open up the door as silently as possible. Squeeze right through. Close it up, and go inside.
Excellent. So inside you go. As you do so, we're gonna go back to the battle tent. Back to our soon fighting adventurers. As the crowd continues to cheer, and you hear the announcer speak once again, but this time you could actually see the announcer. It is this dwarf individual with very neat braids upon his beard, big smile on his face, and he is looking out to everybody and raising up his hands, like, trying to keep the energy going. Oh, give it up for them, everybody. They're great fighters. This is gonna be a fantastic evening. Now, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Where was I? Oh, yes. It has been a long year, and many things have happened in that year. As such, our programming will see some changes from the normal rabble. First, the initial wave of the monster Maelstrom, the ever-popular Goblin Rush, has been canceled this year. Wait, I know, hold on. And a lot of people are getting very upset because for a lot of people, that's the reason they came here, is to see the Goblin Rush. Hold on. Indeed, we have a very special opening for you. Trust me on this. We have something that is highly appropriate for the time. As you are all aware by now, our fair world, our fair continent, was under a terrible assault by an enemy from beyond the stars, the likes we've never seen before. The stories that have been told, the rumors that have been passed, those that have come back with horrors in their eyes. The days that preceded were dark indeed, and many of us were certain the end was near. However, in the darkest night came a shining light, as many of this land's great adventurers were called together to participate in a great crusade against the invaders in what would be known as the Battle of Leonios. Many fell on that fateful day, but some rose to prominence in this world. True heroes of strength and sacrifice, unlike those we've seen before. As such, in honor of the fallen on that fateful day, the Goblin Rush has been replaced with something fresh, something new. A tradition in the making. A faithful reenactment of the courageous, heroic, amphibious invasion of Antazi. Our fighters today will be taking on creatures of the likes beyond this world as they participate in a remaking of the first hours of that invasion. in what I would like to call the Rush of Entazi. As the crowd begins getting loud and getting wild over this revelation, and the the announcer says, "Yes, it will be a brand new tradition, something that will live for the ages. To fully commemorate this new event, I've taken it upon my own self, to reach out to one of the valiant heroes who managed to survive that day, who was present at the fight, at the Soul Spire itself, who shares kin with those who are responsible for saving the land. You've heard of his name, and now you will see him in all his glory with your very eyes. It is my great pleasure that I introduce to you the Warden of Entazi, the Silent Assassin, the one who leaves naught but a trail of dust, the one, the only, Shorin Juhair, otherwise known as Sandman."
Fuck yeah.
As you see this boy walk up, and he looks like he doesn't want to be here, and he's just kind of like weakly waving his arms like to everybody and looking around with just this like scowl on his face, which is a complete contrast from the announcers. Complete. Yes, calm down. Before we begin, Sandman, do you have anything to say to our fighters before the fight begins? Any wisdom from your valiant quest? And you see Sandman step up to this device, which is clearly the thing that is allowing them to propel their voice, this gnomish contraption microphone, and he ends up approaching it, and everybody goes silent, and he says, this thing on? Hi. Don't die. And the crowd goes wild!
Oh shit, that's some pretty good advice, huh?
Okay.
Let the Rush of Entazi begin! And in this very moment, my friends, you see gates open all around you, and you see the silhouettes of creatures. You see multiple tendrils. You see legs that are attaching to beings that are writhing in the darkness, that are unlike anything you've ever seen. But then you soon realize that you have, in fact, seen them before. Wait a moment. No. That can't be right. You, in fact, do not see cosmic beings. You see goblins dressed as cosmic beings with many tendrils.
Oh my god.
And you see goblin contraptions that look like they could fall over at any moment, that very clearly look like scary spiders. And at once you are surrounded by these creatures. And at once the battle is about to begin. It is time for everyone to select your character token. As I begin an active encounter, I guess. Is that how that works? I'm still getting used to this. Why is it not letting me add encounter? Oh, I have to configure it from the beginning? Okay, I'm going to click begin combat. All right, select your token and roll initiative. Let's go! Big 4, baby! Let's go! We're last!
Sensei Suplexable.
Coming back at it again with a big old 4. Powerful.
And the 2 orcs get 18. Hell yeah.
The main character.
Excellent. So, we have Orgoth with an 18, Zug with an 18, Henry 15, Rashid. Then Nargol Bluefang rolled a 0, I guess. But then we have Lola Del Coral with an 18, and they are going to end up being the one that goes before the both of you. And in which case, at the end of this first round, I will switch over to Winveer, and we will see what is happening on that end. But now, it's time for the battle begins.
Come on. Adventure.
All right. So Lola is going to step forward, and Lola is going to cast a spell right off the bat here. And you're going to see Lola take out their staff, which is sort of like a hardened, straightened, gnarled piece of coral. And they're going to immediately step forward, and they're going to cast Fairy Fire on the 4 in the upper right. Let me put a box down. I need to manually put it down because I do not have her stats. So those 4 have been fairy fired, and that's going to be their turn, which means Orgoth will be the next person to go.
All right. Just need to. All right. I'll pretty much cast Frostbite on this one. So, the ones here.
Okay.
Not sure if you guys can see the bottom ones.
The bottom ones?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and cast Frostbite then. Is it a saving throw that one of them needs to make?
Yeah. 13 to Constitution, I think.
13 Constitution. Does Frostbite target multiple or just one?
I'll just be targeting one.
Okay. So this one's gonna roll a Constitution saving throw. And that is gonna be an 18.
Oh, damn it. Well, that's like it for my turn then.
All right.
Oh man.
Well, unfortunately, that is all of your first turn. Zug, you have an opportunity to capitalize. You have an opportunity to start the battle.
DM question.
Yes.
Do we have intuition rolls for this fight?
You can certainly use them. However, I have not implemented specific boss mechanics into this arena battle.
Okay, so there's no need.
There's no need.
I'm going to go over here.
All right.
And Zug is going to rage. He's going to use his... Let me see here. He's gonna use his elemental rage of the earth type. You can see as the earth starts to coalesce around him and gather in his Mogus tattoo in his chest as he gains 3 additional temporary HP.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
With my action, I'm going to throw out, for the first time, a roundhouse kick towards the big ass spider.
All right.
So
hit him. Hit him with your fists.
I'm thinking if I go recklessly. Okay, I'm gonna go recklessly.
Go make her go home.
Go big or go home.
Fuck!
Wait, no, you did disadvantage. You did disadvantage. It's advantage.
Yeah,
It's reckless.
Oh, do I roll again straight up?
It's advantage with reckless.
Yeah.
What was the other roll? It was like 14 plus something, which
It was
would have hit.
19.
Oh yeah, it would have hit. So you hit.
Oh, okay.
So roll your damage.
Hold up, I need to attack so it lets me, so just ignore that roll.
Okay.
Well, it still hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, not 31,
That's
21.
it for my turn.
Excellent. So you take your fist and you pummel your fist into this automaton. These things are not very strong. You think you can bash the crap out of these things pretty easily if you tried.
Oh, it's +2, so it's 7 damage actually. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
It's because I'm raging.
All right. Excellent. So that is your attack. Anything else for you?
Zug just has the biggest smile on his face. You can see the earth that's below him starting to tornado a little bit and coalesce in his chest, and the elements start to manifest a little bit around him. Very minor, but if you pay attention, you can see it. And he's just having the time of his life.
This is peak Zug. It's when he's fighting.
Yes.
All right. If that's the end of your turn, it's time for Henry.
Henry will quickly do a scan. Now, are any of these creatures monstrosities, or are they all just creatures?
While the spider automatons are, while it is supposed to resemble an automaton, that creature would be a beast. Goblins are humanoids. Unfortunately, there are no monstrosities at this current time.
Right. And how badly injured? What? Okay, barely injured, uninjured, uninjured. Okay. Can I roll a d4 to see which one my target could be?
Sure.
Cool. Well, I shall go ahead and do that. The top left, 1. The one that Zug is fighting 2. Bottom left, 3, and the one in the corner. Feeling 4. Okay.
You literally see Henry point out each one and say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
That is what they are thinking. And, okay. Alright, so, it's my first attack. I do get a speed increase of 10 feet, which lasts until the end of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
If I make an action on that turn, I will be able to make one additional weapon attack as part of that action, dealing an extra 1d8 damage if it hits.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay, so I am going to bonus action Hail of Thorns on the poor goblins on the bottom.
All right. Hail of Thorns. Let's go.
Do I roll to they have to make a dexterity saving
Within what?
next time you hit a creature.
Oh, next time you hit it.
The next time I hit. So,
Okay.
can I do bonus action after I do my action? Is that how that works?
You could do it before or after, basically anytime.
Do it after. It'll just make more sense afterwards then. Then I will shoot them with an arrow. My bow.
Okay. The spider, one of the goblins.
The goblins, one of the goblins.
Okay.
We'll go with this buddy. The one that's kind of over here.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. I see it.
Ready.
Awesome.
Oh, do I click? Action, martial range. I'm trying to use my longbow. It's not letting me.
Let's see here. If I take a look at your character, your longbow.
Got it. I got it.
Yep.
Right here.
And then
Just
you.
had to click.
Okay.
And it'll just be normal.
Nice.
Nice.
First
Big rolls. Big rolls.
of the session.
Yeah. Hit. And I believe it's a critical hit.
All right. So as you go complete John Wick on this first goblin, what does this look like?
Henry very gently and very calmly will take the longbow from his other back, push the arrow, and just swiftly kill it. No extra flair, nothing, just completely professional.
Excellent. And that goblin, with one fell swoop, is just a puddle of blood on the ground. Simple. And you all see this fantastic opening shot. The shot of a professional. Is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
Yeah, I was going to concentrate on a Hail of Thorns because I would bonus action hail the guy next to him down on the bottom.
Okay, excellent.
On the bottom.
Super. In which case that...
Do you want me to put that into chat?
Hail of Thorns, yeah, if you can click it just so we can see it, that'd be great.
It would consume one of my spell slots, so I will cast that spell, and it should be there.
Saving throw now, or saving throw, let's see, in addition to the normal effect target of the attack. Okay, when you attack it.
So
okay.
The thorns would sprout out where, like, the moment I hit, thorns would sprout out from that area.
Okay. We will await that attack then. Anything else in your turn?
I'm pretty good right where I am.
Excellent. Now it is the quote-unquote Death Spider's turns. As the ones that Zug decided to approach see the big mans and they decide to rush forward one by one.
Oh, fuck.
And the first one decides to do a mechanical bite attack. If it'll let me actually do the bite attack. I'm trying to actually roll the attack.
It's a saving throw.
Yeah, but it's not an automatic. That's so dumb. I hate this sometimes. It's not. Okay. Fine. Type it manually. Oh, that seems like it'll succeed. All right, roll a saving throw.
Constitution?
Constitution. Yep.
Hey, so you're raging, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I'll take that. Yeah.
You did go reckless, which means you get. Do they get advantage on you? I think that's how that works.
All of them. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you succeed against the effects of that bite. So good for you, buddy. Nothing bad happens. Or target must make a half damage on a successful save.
So I take half of the half.
What do you mean you take half of the half?
Because it's half damage because I succeeded the saving throw, and half damage if it's
because you're
piercing,
raging, right?
Slashing, yes. If it's piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning.
Half of the half. You take 1 damage.
Alright.
So go ahead and take 1.
Big thing.
All right, next one is going to try to slice at you with a scimitar. Attack, please. 12. Does that succeed? Probably does not.
Ready, see?
Yeah, that's right.
You have advantage, and the first one does not hit.
Okay, so let me back again. Boop. It's a 14 hit.
The second one hits. Yeah.
All right, and that's going to be 5 damage halved. Does half roll up or roll down on your reckless? What is the ruling on that?
I don't think that. I think it's up to the DM. I'm not sure.
I don't recall off the bat. D&D reckless half, or you're raging. It's not reckless. It's your raging,
yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. D&D resistance. Roll up. Because I don't recall off 2 answers. Always roll down unless told otherwise. Okay, roll down. So that's 2 damage to you. Then we have another death spider. This one, attack with advantage.
Oh shit.
That one.
Bro, this guy's rolling crits like it's candy.
Yeah.
You're rolling hot.
It's a critical hit. Oh,
yeah.
Good luck.
But it's only one, so
that's 2 damage. And then we have 1 more that is going to slice at you, my friend. 21 is going to hit.
Definitely.
And half of that is 4. All right. In the meantime, the other spiders here are going to start rushing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are going to rush forward. That one's going to stand there. That one will go first, and it will target the nearest person, which will be our Nargol Bluetooth. Blue Fang, sorry. That is a successful hit. With a damage of 7.
Oh shit, it's targeting me? Okay, so
It's not. No,
damage?
it's not targeting you. I'm just clumsy with I'm clumsy
What's
with Foundry. That's it. Then we have another Death Spider. It is going to try to make an attack. Normal attack. Jesus, they are rolling nice. Dealing another 6 damage to Nargal. You see Nargal taking a nasty beating from a bunch of very enthusiastic goblins. That one's gonna miss. The last one is staring down Rashid.
Let's bring it.
He's gonna roll an 18. Is that gonna hit?
It would, but then Rashid will immediately bring that of the chain blades up and form a shield to tell him to go fuck off. My AC is 20 now.
Gotcha. That does not penetrate.
Try a little bit harder next time.
In the meantime, we have the enemies in this corner. The spider automaton is going to walk up and is going to cast web. And its web is going to target you as an action. Restrained target can make a strength check bursting out of the web on a webbing on a success. Make it.
Thank God.
Well,
You
that
deserve that. That's too many crits.
Yep. So that does not succeed. The other Death Spiders are going to rush up. And each of them are going to basically just stay put and are going to lay down some volleys with their bow. Just one attack. There's another attack. That's a failure.
Oh yeah, baby, come on, come on.
There's a third attack, which is a
That's what we
success.
like to see. Oh no.
That sound is music to my ears, baby.
Dealing 7 damage to our dwarf friend here. And already they're not looking good. Then we have the last 3, and they're going to walk up and they're going to do the same. They're going to be splitting their target between Orgoth and Henry. One tries to make an attack on Orgoth. A second tries to make an attack on Orgoth. Succeeds at a 22. That's for 5 damage. And then the third one targets Henry with a short bow attack and fails. And that is going to be their turns. Long term, I know, but hey, now that I am ramped up in the Foundry arts, it is now going to be this boy's turn. And he's looking around and he's like, oi, that's not gonna do me so well. So, you wanna fire at me? I'm gonna get stabby on you. He's just gonna rush up like a complete maniac. And he is gonna target the one in the center.
I think he's gonna die though. I love him. Stabby.
Ready when you are, game. Use the rapier. Use the rapier.
Come on, we believe in you.
I believe in you. Use the rapier. I don't know why you're not using the rapier. It's equipped. Use the rapier. I'm still getting used to Foundry, and I don't like getting used to things live.
Are you hitting? Well, no, that one makes sense.
Rapier. Oh, finally it's giving me an option. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, MIDI. Matt, remind me to tell you to get MIDI, that module, and let me help you set it up.
Okay. We'll talk about that this week. All right. Vance manages to commit a almost fatal blow upon this goblin. However, the goblin is still standing, and he is going to remain there. It is now Rashid's turn.
Oh yeah, all right. First things first. Rashid, looking at all these individuals surrounding him, he will begin to see something in the corner of his eye, calculate a bit of math, and he's going to make a risky play. He's going to move away from here, so he'll take an attack of opportunity from the goblin right side here.
All right, attack of opportunity.
10. Yeah, he misses. All right, perfect. And got to use DM's inspiration. All right, afterwards, Rashid is going to circle about right here to this position, and he is going to unleash both chain blades off to the side and let them fly for a second. And he is going to almost embed one of them into the goblin right here. His eyes will shine a purple light, and then all of the chains will begin to incinerate in a purple flame as he's going to cast Agnazar Scorcher at 2nd level and burn all 4 of these goblins in a row.
Excellent.
I'm about to pop off.
Fantastic.
They are literally the perfect range. Oh man.
All the deck save.
I need a deck save from all 4 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail, dog.
Come on, I believe.
All right.
8.
First one?
The first one fails. Second one fails.
Fail. Hey, DM's inspiration. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe have him re-roll that 22.
Okay.
Fuck off.
DM's inspiration.
DM's inspiration on the nat 20. I'll make him re-roll that one.
Okay.
Watch him kill all of them. Oh my
Come on.
God.
Come on, please. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Come on.
All right. All failed.
That's what we like to see. All right, damage, baby. That is 12 fire damage to every last one of them.
All right. Hey, tell us a story. Tell us a story.
Holy shit.
Let's go. So immediately, oh gosh. I don't even. Ooh, I got a good one. I got a freaking good one. Okay, so as he sends the sort of flame or the chain blade to embed itself, it pierces through all 3 or all 4 of them, going through their chests. And as he begins to sort of light it aflame with this sort of purple light, you guys will all, or anybody watching, will see like a massive sort of purple serpent sort of writhing around the chains before it strikes and almost tears a hole into all 4 of them as they drop down dead.
That was just beautiful. Beautiful play.
Oh man.
It's just like that. Goblins back on the menu, y'all. All right.
And just like that, oh, you thought I was done? We're popping off today. Or his eyes will flash once more, and he is going to see the likes of that one or that same city. Bright skies, bright lights everywhere. He's going to use 2 sorcery points and make that a bonus action for the quicken spell. And then he's going to attack the spider over here and cast Green Flame Blade as a cantrip.
Excellent.
All right. Hell yeah, Chain Blade's going to attack this guy. Pop. Oh god, that is a long ass description. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
All right, damage. 4 points of damage to the spider, and then I'm gonna say 3 points of damage to the goblin right here.
Excellent.
All right. That said, he stabs with the sort of scimitar. It strikes forth, and the purple flames begin to jump over to the goblin, burning them aflame. It is just a hellfire around everywhere. But that is Rashid's turn. It's like goblins on the menu, huh?
As all of those goblins see their fiery demise, the last goblin in the upper left is looking around, realizing that they are alone, and stepping on the other side of this pit of flame is a very angry Nargal Bluefang. And they are going to war cry, run up, and deal some nastiness to this last goblin. Although for some reason they have hand axes. So, hey, dual wield, let's go. Their first attack is a success. Second attack is a failure. However, the damage of their first attack does not give me the damage option. Oh, 1d6 plus 3. I'll just type it in. 1d6 plus 3. It's almost enough to completely take out this one goblin, as it is now at its last hit point. Nargal, in her current state, is going to just kind of stare down the goblin, and that's pretty much all she's going to do on her turn. And that is going to be the end of this particular round. Do not want to dismiss or lose the momentum that we have. However, I do need to make a switch over.
No. You finish them up in there.
It's going to be at the end of this. I mean, we're probably going to get to the end of the session and not come back to you, which is fine, because we can start you off at the end of the session, if that's how you want to do it.
Yeah, I can do it at the beginning of next session.
All right. In which case, it's Lola's turn. Lola is continuing to cast Fairy Fire, focusing explicitly on it. And what she is going to do on her turn is going to actually run up and assist Zug. And she is going to target this one for Poison Spray.
Thank you, small mans. Zard needs it.
And she's going to go ahead and roll that bean footage plus. Creature must make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Well, good luck. Fails.
Fail. Oh yeah.
D12. Oh, it's only 2 damage.
Oh, fuck.
It's not the best. But she's going to consistently focus on the Fairy Fire. And that's going to be her turn. And we're at Orgoth.
All right. Well, I'll get close to this one.
Okay.
And I assume the thing they're carrying is mechanical, right?
The thing that they're it's not mechanical. It's basically like a dopey costume.
It doesn't have any medals on it.
Doesn't have. I mean, they have their sword. They have, they have items that they're carrying. I would like to mention that just so for your awareness, although I don't know, I would assume that y'all are communicating in combat. That is the one that Henry pointed out for their bonus action ability last turn. In case they're trying to do something to that one, you can do whatever you want though. But I just want
it's only when it's a martial range. So the next time I pull the arrow, now that the spell is activated, I can hail of thorns anyone, really.
Okay.
Then
It's not like Hunter's Mark, so they can just Goth can hit that.
Oh, gotcha. You just keep the gotcha. Okay. Yep. So it's all good. So Orgoth.
all right.
Go ahead and attack.
Yep. With my dagger this time.
16 hits.
16 hit. All right. 4 damage.
Excellent. So you stab them with the knife, and they react by going, "Oh!" And they curse at you in Goblin and start waving their sword around.
You're drawing some blood there. And that's it for my turn.
All right. In which case, we are at Zug.
Zug is just gonna focus the biggest thing in front of him, which is the mechanical spider. So he's just gonna scream,
Glory for Mogus!
and throw 2 quick jabs at it. Not recklessly this time, okay? I'm kind of scared.
Fuck him up, Zug.
Okay.
23.
First one,
Ah!
first one hits. Nine damage.
All right, and that's on the spider?
Yes, the automaton.
Okay.
And I'm going to just throw another jab at it. Come on. Come on. Oh shit, does that hit?
The spider, it does not.
Oh fuck. Okay, that's my turn. And
All right.
Zug looks at Rashid and like feels kind of bad because he can't do that cool shit and just focus back in the battle real quick.
It's all good,
Keep
my
your
friend.
spirits high.
All right. Which means it is now Henry's turn. Henry, you are up.
Seeing that Rashid is kind of having a nice standoff by himself, and they are perfectly able to, they will move 5 feet over, aim their arrow at this buddy right here, and they will shoot. And if it hits, they'll have to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Go ahead and
Because of the
roll.
Hail of Thorns.
Because the Hail of Thorns. So go ahead and roll your attack then.
Yeah. I'll do that first.
Okay.
That one. You try to roll it. Hold on 1 second. Let's go.
Nope. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
that would
nope.
miss.
Okay. If Hail of Thorns, I was reading it over. It's only when it hits. So,
Yep.
do you want me to make a concentration saving throw to see?
No, you do not. You're still concentrating.
The eyes kind of glint a little bit and kind of squint, and then they'll stay right there.
Okay. Excellent. And is that the end of your turn? Okay. Now, the death spiders will act. However, some of them are worse for wear. This one in particular, in the upper left, they're gonna do a bit of a morale check, wisdom saving throw. They're gonna fail. They're gonna immediately start
They're scared.
booking it to the end. Nargal is rightly pissed, so Nargal is absolutely going to try to make an attack. If they succeed, of course, that is one dead. Yep. All right. As the goblin just tries to flee, Nargal literally takes her hand axe and chucks it at the quote unquote death spider, and down it goes. The ones right next to Rashid, an automaton isn't smart enough to make such a roll, but since the automaton is still up, both of these goblins are going to make their wisdom saving throw at advantage. Well, that one failed.
No.
And that one succeeded. Well, one of them, the one that's injured, is going to start fleeing right away. And they are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are going to leave the combat. They're going to go back to their tribe and tell them how courageous they were. In the meantime, the spider is going to stare down and target Rashid. It is going to make a web attack. Does actually no, that one tried the web attack before and was not successful. So instead, we are going to be doing a normal attack on you. That's 24. Rough.
I ain't got anything to give disadvantage to that.
All right, you will need to make a Constitution saving throw, my friends.
That's scary. Can I do? No, I can't. Oh wait, I have a thing for this. All right, nat 20 on Constitution save.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the normal damage is going to be 7 for the poison damage. You're taking half of 13.
Half of 13. Actually, I'm going to take half of that. You'll see as Rashid's oculi heritage will begin to come into play. In his entire form, of course, with this sort of purple poison. He's going to use Pact of Protection to half against poison damage. So half 13, that's 7, and then he's going to make that 3.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Boom, and then he's going to take 7. Yeah.
All right. Death Spider is going to waltz right up and is going to try to slice at you with the sword.
Oh god, I might die here.
And this fail, and will fail.
He's alive.
All right, over on the right here. As the crowd begins cheering louder, the Death Spider, or that is to say the quote-unquote Death Spider, this one is also going to have to make a Constitution, or sorry, a Wisdom saving throw. All three of them are. That one does not succeed. The second one does not succeed. Third one does not succeed. All three of them are going to try to run away. Yeah. You will have a attack of opportunity, Orioth, on the one moving out of your space.
All right, I'll take it.
Hit him with that dagger.
9 doesn't quite do it, unfortunately. However, that is a combatant that is heading for the gate and will run behind the gate and will disappear. The next one, which has only 1 hit point, is going to try to step away. The token that says Rizwin, but is actually Vance, is going to take their rapier and is going to try to make an attack of opportunity. That is going to fail. And this goblin is going to run for the high hills and shout in Goblin. Does anybody here know Goblin?
Nope.
All right. It's going to shout in Goblin, and they're going to leave. The third one going to shout in Goblin, and they're going to leave. As the crowd goes wild, as you are beating back the goblins without any hesitation. Up here, Zug and the badly damaged automaton and the other death spiders. These are all also, unfortunately for them, going to make a wisdom saving throw to see if they remain in the battle. One of them succeeds.
Oh. Fuck.
One of them fails.
Okay.
And the third one Oh, gets a 0. Of course,
yeah, baby.
automatons don't have to worry about such things. So as this death spider moves out of the range of 2 people, which means 2 of attack of opportunities, 1 for Zug and the other for our axolotl buddy. Axolotl buddy doesn't do very well. However, Zug, you managed to strike, and you strike for 7. What does this look like as you basically beat them over the head as they're leaving?
As they're leaving, I'm just gonna grab him by the collar, just smash his face in with a bunch of punches.
Excellent. So as you are bashing in this goblin, you feel crunch, crunch as this goblin droops lifeless, and you drop it to the ground, dead.
Yes!
This goblin decides to step out, but of course you've already gotten your attack of opportunity. So it is going to step out, and it is going to leave. Leaving our automaton spider, which does not have to make such rolls. They are going to try to web you.
Watch him fail. Watch him fail. I'm manifesting. Watch him fail.
I believe.
You are... Did you go reckless last time?
Watch him? No, I didn't.
Okay. 14 hit.
Oh yeah, it does.
So the 14 hits, but you most definitely succeed on the strength check. Let's see. Strained by webbing. Target make a strength check. Bursting out with success, which you do. Well, there's no damage. It's just the web. What you notice is that as it deploys a web, it is not like an actual spider web. It's like very flimsy cabling that is very easy to just kind of like tear apart, and it has like a light volt of electricity coursing through it. Basically, if you would have sustained the webbing, you would have been in for a shocking time.
Shit.
But you were able to just completely peel it off of you. Final, we have this death spider, or it's quote unquote, and they are going to do a scimitar attack upon you, my friend, for 9, and that is going to fail. Which makes all of their attacks completed. It is now our dwarven friend who's going to step over here and is going to decide to help Rashid out a little bit. Focusing specifically on the automaton, they're going to take their short bow, and they're going to make an attack with that short bow, and that is going to fail horribly.
Oh man!
It is literally going to ricochet. It was going to ricochet right off of the very weakly, as if like a flopping fish. That arrow is going to just ricochet off of the automaton, and Vance is going to shrug and say, I tried. What do you want? What do you want from me?
It was well appreciated.
It is now Rashid's turn.
All right, Rashid's keeping it simple. He's going to retract the chain blades and then immediately set one of them on fire. Use a scimitar to strike towards the giant robot spider. We're gonna hope for the best, my friend. Chain blades, attack roll. I gotta fix that on D&D Beyond. Oh nah. 6 will miss. I'll use my bonus action. Oh wait. Yeah, I'll use my bonus action. So first one will go flying wide. Try to strike again. With it, please. Maybe 21, a little better. All right. I'm assuming 21 hits, and I will hit him with some damage. 5 points to the spider guy.
Sorry, typing chat. What was the
Gotcha.
amount?
So 21 to hit, and then 5 points of damage to the big spider.
All right, 5 points of damage to the big spider. The big spider sparks, but it's still standing.
A little bit stronger than I thought. And that is... Yeah, that's all Rashid can do. Yeah, that's his turn. Actually, he'll move up a little bit. But yeah, that's about as far as he goes.
All right, and that is the end of your turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right, it's now Nargle's turn. Nargle, is a one-hit fighter, but, one-hit fighters are still useful. Nargle is literally going to rush up to the big automaton and is going to lay down dual hand axe actions.
Please help me. Rashid doesn't say that, though.
First one is a success, dealing 7 damage. The second one is a... let's see. Is that a success or a fail? That is a failure.
I can't know. I was going to say, if I had a +1, does that make it hit? I have no idea.
I'll use it. +1.
+1? All right, let's do it. All right, I'll use +1.
It does it. It hits. For an extra 5 damage.
Oh, God.
Excellent. And that is going to be Nargle's turn. Nargle literally jumps upon the automaton and takes both of her hand axes and starts whacking at the legs. And this thing starts staggering about as it is trying to orient itself. And the quote-unquote death spider, which is actually a goblin dressed up as a death spider, is looking very nervous. And that is the end of Nargle's turn. Lola. Lola is going to continue focusing and is going to walk up and basically just do a quarterstaff strike on the goblin. And that is not going to be successful, but is going to continually focus on the fairy fire. Lola's going to look over to Zug and say, "Go on, Zug, you can do it."
Yes, of course I can. Victorious!
All right, Orgoth, you are the next person up.
Orgoth will pretty much move this way. Yep. He'll look at the goblin with a grin and say, "You'll make the perfect sacrifice." Flicking the blood from his dagger, and then a cloud of cloud daggers are forming on top of him.
All right. Proceed.
Pretty much damage.
I missed that as I was looking at chat. Hey, listen. Roll. That's a saving throw, or is that a cast?
Oh, there is no saving throw.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's cloud of daggers.
Wait, holy crap, that's big brain Orgoth.
7 crimson daggers just impaling the goblin.
Cube 5 feet on each side. Oh right. Well, 7 damage is going to deal it to the both of them. Do you want to add some flair to how this looks, or is it literally just daggers falling from the sky, blood daggers?
Well, I guess the daggers would be falling from the side, maybe, just to impale the front of the goblin.
All right. So the front of the goblin is going to see daggers pierce through it, literally cutting through it like butter. Coming down upon the giant spider automaton, there is a flash of sparks, and the thing collapses upon the ground. Also, I see Sensei has gotten player inspiration. Good job, good job. And both of the creatures are dead, and now we are down to the 2 up top. Is that going to be the end of your turn, Orgoth?
Well, I believe I can still move.
Okay.
I moved like 20 feet, right? So
Sure.
an extra 10 feet. Oh. 10 feet over there. And then I'll cast my bonus action to Blade Dance, so I'll move another extra 10 feet.
Excellent.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay. In which case, Zug, you are the upcoming arena champion. Let's see what you can do. Remember that there is a fairy fire on this location, and it is focusing both of these individuals.
What does that mean exactly? I'm very new.
That is A-OK. Fairy fire. Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet. This is going to be green light. Creatures in the area that are the spell is cast make a dex saving throw. Oh, did I not make a dex saving throw for them? All right, well, I'll have to do that, I guess. Oops. Simple things. You don't need to make any saving throw. I don't know what that roll was for.
I was just trying to roll his blade song, but rolled the wrong thing, I think.
One rolled a 14, the other rolled a 14. Against our warden / druid friends, that is their spell save. So, as a matter of fact, it doesn't affect them. So, don't worry about it. It is just normal attack.
So I'll just throw a haymaker first at the automaton.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do a reckless unarmed strike.
All right. It's going in reckless. 21, baby. What's the damage? What's the damage gonna be?
8 damage.
8. You make a massive dent into the head of this thing, and the head is just barely hanging on, literally by a thick cord. It's just dangling, and this thing is
still alive. Fuck.
It's still alive. It's staggering left and right.
Damn it!
Zug seeing the haymaker work, he's just gonna throw an uppercut. Like with his whole body weight behind it.
All right. Lay down this uppercut, my friend.
Advantage is great. I love advantage.
All right. Excellent. Well, you're very easily going to take this thing out. Paint us a picture. What does this look like?
I throw the first haymaker to the side of his face. It makes a huge dent, and I go back with an uppercut, just with my whole body weight behind it.
All right. You know what I think is a great way to do this? So the haymaker, as I mentioned before, you slam your fist into the head, and the head is dangling off with a just by a thick cord. And this uppercut is very accurately placed on the head, basically as if you were hitting a punching bag, but you're punching it from the underside, as if it's from the other side, and you whack it, and the strike is so strong that it rips from the cable, and the head flies into the crowd, and the crowd goes wild.
Yes!
As the thing collapses dead.
Wait. Where's the blood?
All right, Henry, you are the next up. There's only one goblin on the map.
We'll look at the poor goblin, laugh, shaking, and go. And since no one is around them, they will just say one word. They hit. Only if they hit. I will say the one word if they hit.
Okay.
So one hit first. I am going to shoot at it with my longbow. If
All
it
right.
hits, then I will say the word.
All right, I'm pulling for you. Let's see if it hits. It hits.
Did I roll?
Nice.
Ow.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. And then, and it's a normal hit. And then because I have the
Oh.
full of thorns, I do get to roll a d8.
All
That
right.
was my bonus action.
Yep. You would still have that active.
You will need to make a dexterity saving throw first.
All right. Well, hopefully, let's see what happens. Ah! That is the
They will have
17.
to take half. It's okay. They will still need to take half damage
Okay.
on a d10. Oh, I rolled 2.
So that comes to a total
so they-
of. I'm sorry.
Go on.
That's a total of 4 damage. Then.
Okay. We'll look at the goblin. Then they will say 2 words. And because no one else is around them, it's very quiet. That's it. Was friendly dice. Yes.
Gotcha. All right. Do you want to make any moves? Any adjustment to where you are at?
He's been just chilling in the center ring. They're just having a good old time watching everybody else fight.
You are a nice
they're having a good
contrast.
time.
You are a nice contrast
They
from
are,
everybody
yeah.
else. Everybody else is getting their skivvies up and worked up, and you are chill, just complete smooth operator in the center of the map.
Except for 4 points of damage. Henry will be like, drag the shoulders back a little bit and wait for the next one.
All right, this last goblin is going to make its wisdom saving throw and succeed. They're going to stay in. They got a couple targets here. I think Zug is going to be their answer. So let's see what Let's see what one goblin can do to Zug.
That's the
17 hit. All
You
right.
have advantage for the crit.
I do. Oh, I have. Oh, that's right. And just in case there is such. Nope, there's no crit, but there is an attack, and that is going to deal you 4 damage, my friends. Half damage, 2 damage.
All right.
Are you updating your token? Okay, yeah, you are. Okay, just making sure. All right, and that's going to be its one turn. Vance, he thinks Zug or whoever else has got this. Rashid.
I guess at that point, then Rashid will just begin to drag along the chain blades, bring them back amongst his wrist. He will aim or point them directly towards the goblin, and then just whisper one thing: Hellfire, and just send 2 arcing flame strikes towards this individual. He's gonna cast Produce Flame at this guy. All right, let's see what he's got. And if he misses, he'll just fucking twin spell it. And hope. Oh, is he in the fairy fire for advantage or no?
Fairy. It failed. The fairy fire hasn't been effective. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Produce flame. Bop. A 23 to hit, and let's see the damage. 5 points of damage for the first one.
All right. Hey, the first one does it. What does this look like, my friend?
Yeah, so pretty much like I said, he just sort of, or his eyes will flash again, this sort of purple light, and then immediately he'll just send off 2 arcing waves of purple flames, and immediately splitting the goblin in half, bisecting him vertically. And that is how he is slain.
The goblin takes a moment, just realizes that, it's that kind of scene, realizes that the flash of attack has taken place, and they step there and they stagger a little bit and they chuckle. But like that chuckle doesn't seem to match the fact that they got blood trickling down the middle of their forehead and middle down their nose and then down their chin. And their body begins to peel down the middle as they fall down in two halves, dead. And the crowd goes wild. Let's go! The winners of the first wave, the Rush of Intazi goes to the Big Mans.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but it was worth it.
It's at that exact moment that you notice, stepping out over here to the left, that the announcer goes up to Sandman again and says, "Sandman, what did you think of our Rush of Intazi?" And Sandman answers, looks over to the announcer for a moment, like, and then the announcer nods, like, yes, it's on. And he goes, that's not how it happened at all. And the announcer just gives him a blank look, and he's like, and he takes the microphone from him. And he's like, give me the microphone. Give it over. Sandman, everyone. Now begins Wave 2. And they begin, a number of aides begin to roll out 3 wheels. And each of the wheels have the same symbols on them. And at the top is an arrow to select which of the options will be rolled. However, we have reached the end of today's session, which means Wave 2 will have to happen at the beginning of our next session.
Crowd goes wild.
The crowd goes wild.
Oh my god.
So, what did y'all think about the first wave? It was a first wave. Of course it was. What's up?
Fucking Rashid going melee and murking 4 goblins was the highlight of my day. That was amazing.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Hey, don't expect this any other session. I'll tell you that right now. It's all going downhill from you. Oh, man.
It's out of curiosity, DM. If anyone's looking, Rashid is going to go invisible. Sorry, not Rashid. Henry's going to go... He's going to go invisible. If anybody's looking, we'll step right into a shadow and no longer be there.
Understood. Unless, of course, there is a possibility, of course, discussed out of character after the session, if there is a possibility that Henry may play in the next one. But of course, we will find out. We will find out how everything goes. We will find out what happens in the Crystal Cave with the watch. The City Watch, quote unquote, and Winveer. All next session, which would be session 5 of Tales of Seglesia. And I want to thank everybody in chat. Thank you very much for popping in and participating in this session. This was went a little slow trying to get the setup going because I realized I was missing a couple of resources, but we got there, and we have more battle to fight. Also, want to point out, for those that missed it at the very beginning, you may have already noticed, boom, there is a new channel point system with a bunch of different options, so be sure to check those out and be ready to use those for the next session. As always, our players are Sensei Suplex playing as Rashid, Phoenix V playing as Orgoth, Squigs playing as Winveer, Ambrose playing as Zug, and our special guest for this evening is N Super Tired playing as Henry. And that is going to wrap it up for this session. Also with guest star Sandman. And aside from that, thank you very much once again. Tales of Seglesia is a stream that is part of a greater project called Project Aurora. So, if you liked this campaign session and you want to see what other campaigns are doing, perhaps in this world, perhaps in another world as part of the Auroraverse, please click on that link for the Discord. We would love to have you. Please say hello. Please chill with us because we're pretty cool people. And on top of that, want to make a few plugs. Boom. This is my Twitch channel, Chaotic and Writer. So if you haven't already, click that follow button. I would sincerely appreciate it. On top of that, I do also have a YouTube, of which I will be posting the first episode of Tales of Seglesia very soon here. Finally, there's a Patreon link down below. I typically talk about that more as part of my World Building Wednesday stuff, but it's there. Please check it out. There are some benefits. Y'all, thank you very much for participating. Thank you to our players, and I'm going to wind down the stream so that we can decompress and talk about strategy, talk about next session. So it has been a pleasure and a privilege, and I, Chaotic and Writer, will see yo in the next episode. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone.
I have brownies calling my name. Please.